With Back to Earth Creations, and in this live stream I've got to get some eyes painted because we need inventory for our 2 upcoming conventions, as well as I'm going to be sending off some dragon eyes to our patrons in their packages this month, which we anticipate having out by the 8th. I'd say Monday, but I don't know if all of the eyes will be cured by then, and I don't want to risk sending wet eyes. Hey, Penny. So yeah, the 8th will give us plenty of time. Hey, Peacock. How's it going? Hey, Rhea. So I'm going to do a few administrative things here in the background. Hey, Twisted. You made it. It's so good to see you. And then I'm drinking out of Randy's mug today. It's got a little penguin owl thing on it. I love this cup because it's giant and it's Randy's. Hey, Kara. Wait. What? We are getting eyes? Yup. I don't know who else is getting eyes. I'm going to see how many I can get painted. But I really, I don't know. I thought it'd be cool to send you guys some painted eyes. And then I might put some up on Etsy because, but it's that time of year to start. But I don't know. First and foremost, I need Patreon prizes and inventory for the booth. And then I'll worry about posting to Etsy. What, did you say something, Randy?
Did not.
Okay.
We have yet to go to the post office. That's what we were supposed to do.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see behind me. Randy was kind enough to drive me the hour and some odd into Springfield, Missouri today. Because I needed leather. Hey, Penny says hey.
You needed stuff for class.
Yeah, I did, and I got some stuff. My skull mask is still in limbo. Right on. Are you making a giant one? Also, I love you, Vaughn, from Liz. Oh, thanks, Liz. I'm gonna be making all different kinds of sizes today. I'm really low on cabochons. So, oh, Morgana, don't worry about it. You're so generous. I'm never the type to be like, hey, where's that thing you said you were gonna send me? It's like, no, you're doing it out of the generosity of your own heart. Kara says, hey. Everybody says, hey. Randy's not going to be moderating today because he just drove for at least 2 hours. I don't know. I slept through it. I'm still waking up. Administrative stuff. Okay. I can do this. I'm sitting and making a tree. Hey, Nina. It's good to see you in here. Clicking buttons. Sorry. I know that this part's really not interesting, but I've got to do it. Because for anyone interested, and I should be able to post it and then click, I have to type in a few tags. If you all were searching to find this video, what would you type to be like, hey Cassandra, welcome to my channel and my live stream and stuff. It's always good to see new faces, get new people hopefully addicted to crafting or re-inspire it. So dragon eye. What else would we do? Painting. Live stream. Well, that's just the title. How to for beginners. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay.
Do it yourself first.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll do more tags and post. I don't want to spend my whole time. Couldn't save changes.
Well, there you go.
What was that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Okay. All changes saved. So now, down in the video description below, there should be links to all of the things fun with Dragon Eyes. That'd be cool. Call it Dragon Eye Awesomeness. Hey, Amy in Sweden. Hey, dogs. Stop barking. It's okay. There'll be links down in the video description where you can purchase cabochons, where you can purchase nail polish, the same brushes that I'm using, all that good stuff. So, hopefully that will be helpful to you.
That's just going to come later.
No, I've posted it already.
Oh.
Yeah. Figured out how to do that. But before I get started, I'm gonna finish tooling the edges of this. I shot a video this morning talking about one of my favorite leather tools. Ooh, a rainbow eye. That'd be pretty cool. I would type better therapy than Dr. Phil. Have you seen this thing called acrylic pour painting? I went to see you do it. I've seen that. I watch a lot of it on Instagram, actually. Hey, Leadriel. I watch too much. I've been spending too much time on Instagram here lately. How do I... Live control room. That's what I do. That way I can still see you guys' stuff. Hey, Marie! It's good to see you. Seems like we are always people from Sweden here. I guess I get you guys, in a good time. I can't believe I'm catching you live. I've been cleaning my studio for the last 3 hours. I just jumped on and luckily saw your stream. All right, on. I need to clean my studio, like, pretty badly. The Netherlands, very cool. We all spend too much time on Instagram, right? Well, like, Facebook and Instagram, it's like, because I try to do, like, administrative stuff, but then I get caught up talking to people. How do I... Celine saying, I am new, and it is the first time I am live. How do we proceed? Well, hey, Celine. I'm getting things situated on the computer, set up to where I can see y'all's comments and things. That way, whenever I flip the camera around and we start getting, like, start doing painting, I'll still be able to see what y'all are saying. From Rinky Dink, Mount Vernon, Illinois. Right on. My husband has been on my case to organize our walk-in closet. Yeah, he needed to get his clothes. You have too much overflow. What? Well, that's why you just put your clothes, like, somewhere else and then just keep the closet the craft room. Hey, Carol. It is 5 in the afternoon where I'm at right now. Randy and I just got back home. One of the things that's kind of, I love making the trip to Springfield because it's beautiful, but I don't have internet reception on the phone. So it's like, normally I try to take a little bit of time whenever we're on the road to answer messages and, like, catch up. Not today. I slept. I go down the rabbit hole with Pinterest. Someone get me the red pill. I had to quit Pinterest cold turkey the first day I was on Pinterest because my friend Tracy, if you're watching this, she was like, yeah, is that recipe for the waffles? It's just there on Pinterest. Blah. I didn't hear her doing the evil cackle, but I got on Pinterest and 8 hours later, I, like, peeled my face away and I was just like, what have I done with my life? So I was like, I can't do this ever again. So I stopped doing Pinterest because it's just, oh, that's a rabbit hole I can't come back out of. It's chasing the dragon for sure. First sip of a fresh cup of coffee, you guys.
You can make coffee.
When I was dancing around obnoxiously.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I was making coffee. I was doing the coffee dance. Yeah, sorry to everybody if I don't see your message. It helps if you type my name because it pops up with an orange block.
@ name.
It's an @ and then Yvonne Williams, and that way
Space Yvonne Williams.
there's no space. So at Yvonne, then the space, and then Williams. And that way, like, if it's like an urgent question or you really want it to get seen, because sometimes some of y'all will reply back and forth to each other and I'm just not able to keep up. Like on my screen, hey Sam, I can only see like 3 messages at a time. So as it scrolls now over here, I can see a little bit more, but it's not in my direct line of sight. So, oh, okay. Let me get my spot situated. But yeah, I love going to Tandy Leather. So I'm 6 hours in your future. I think you do a space. And I don't know, do you have to do it at the beginning of the message, Randy?
No, you can do it at any point.
At any point? There has to be a space between the Yvonne and the Williams, I think.
You just usually type at Yvonne and it'll pop up Yvonne Williams.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I don't know. I never use this stuff, so... Maybe just at Yvonne. I have no idea how the internet works. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to be helpful to you guys, and I'm just telling you wrong.
YVONN.
Emmy spelled it right. At no spaces, Yvonne Williams. Hey, oh my god, I love your work. You inspired me to make bracelets. I made 3 so far, and everyone I've shown them to loves them, so thank you for the inspiration. Thanks, Emmy. I'm really glad you like what we're doing. Hey, Valerie. Whew, okay. So, I just found your channel. So happy. Bad for my bank account. There we go. Anastasia did it. How'd you do that? I guess you have to do the capitals. Well, hey, that's the only difference between hers and the other ones. Right on. Okay. Nina's got it. Just let me move this granite slab out of the way. Y'all make me, like, so cheerful. Randy and I drug our butts in from the van. Because it's I don't know if you can see out the window. No, it's just white out. But it's, like, perfect autumn day. Chilly, wet, leaves are beautiful. Everything's beautiful and damp outside. And so I'm like, I need to go to bed. It's time to hibernate. Thank you, Artith. Aw, thanks, Samantha. I'm glad you like the live streams. And there's ladybugs everywhere. Sorry,
Everywhere.
Our house is swarming. Oh, it looks like a horror movie. But ladybugs are beneficial insects, and so I can't really bring myself to spray, or I don't know, and the internet said that I'm just supposed to, like, oh, just patch up any leaky windows and, like, you know, and I'm like, oh, so my whole house. I should just wrap my house in a giant plastic tarp. Just hermetically seal it. Great channel, good people in this chat room. Right on. Well, thank this Batistini? Batistini? I don't know. Carol says we got rain. That's good, because y'all are out in California, right? Like, that's... My wife made some dragon eyes. Now I want to make some. Well, let's get started making dragon eyes. Please let me know how much leather book cover like the purple one you made. Also, by the way, ladybugs bite also. They do, but they eat bad bugs. I just hope they don't bite me. But, like, right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Just crawling around on my ceiling like they own the place. I hated your happy facelift. Thanks for the live stream. Oh, Izzy, you guys are too kind to me. Oh, snow. I'm not ready for snow yet. Don't even speak the word. My state of Utah has been doing the trend of painting and hiding rocks. We do that here in Carthage too. Oh, yeah, the eyes on the rocks would be so cool. I was attacked by 2 bushes of them while in Germany. Scary. Zenny said, you have a great smile. Oh, thanks, Sorwolf. Randy tells me every day. But I unfairly use it to manipulate him to my will. Unfairly. But I let him know I'm doing it. Penny says we just got another 2 inches of snow yesterday, but melted from rain. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Izzy. Snow melted a bit during the day, but still white. Oh, that's nice. What is your favorite color? I want to make a special canvas for you along with the one I already planned on sending. Peacock colors are my absolute favorite. Though I also really like... I don't know. I love all colors. Like, the only things that really don't get me super inspired are, like, dull pastel colors. Like, I don't mind vibrant pastel colors, like, if that makes sense. But, like, dull pastel, like... I don't know, like faded. I don't know. I like vibrant, like hurt your eyeballs kind of vibrant colors, like usually gem tones. But I've never met a color I didn't like, right, Penny? But even then, it's like mauve. Mauve is probably my least favorite color. Like, if I saw a food that was mauve colored, I'd be like, I'm eating you last. Like... Sorry for your loss. Yeah, I'm really sorry, Izzy, for that. Ladybug bracelet out of real ladybugs? Sometimes. Here, I've got a thing I can do for you, Morgana. I can go excited mark and then mail. Wait, no, I can't, because I have to actually type exclamation point mail. And press enter. And then, hey, Jenny. Yeah, there it is. Nightbot to the rescue. Thank you, guys. Okay. So what we're going to be working with today, and I want to show you guys kind of how I have my, are the cookies made with real Girl Scouts? It's the Soylent brand Girl Scout cookies. This is kind of how I store my cabochons. Hey, Masshole, it's been a long time since I've seen you, by the way. But, and I've got everything from the finest quality dollar store fish tank glass. What is Mod Podge? Mod Podge. It is kind of a special kind of glue. Like sorry, a Mudge Podge. That's how I'm gonna say it, because people will be like, it's not Mod Podge, it's Mod Podge, and I'm like, Mudge Podge. Sorry. Oh boy, yeah. Well, we no longer use Nightbot as a moderator, just as like if you want to know my Patreon info, you can type exclamation point Patreon, right? Mm-hmm. Patreon, and it'll Pat, one of the two. Do what? Or Pat, one of the two. Or Pat, or something. I don't really know what the commands are. We said it like over a week ago, so I don't remember. Hey Kaz, we haven't checked the P.O. box yet. I'm so sorry. You're too young for Soylent. Sounds like Bond's coffee was strong. Bond's coffee was super strong, plus I had a nap. Plus I had a ton of leather, so the house smells nice and leathery. Plus, I'm getting to craft with y'all. Why wouldn't I be excited? But I wanted to show you guys some of the differences between... Was your coffee or... right? Does that mean we get mail in this live stream? I don't know, because Randy, he already took his clothes off. So,
Not all of them.
well, not all of them, but enough that he won't leave the house.
I gotta do is put my shirt back on.
Well, I'm not gonna... He just drove me like an hour out to Springfield and then...
I need to go out there anyway.
Really?
Yeah, to the post office.
Y'all, he's better than we deserve. Sam says, please, Randy. So we will be doing mail at some point today. So this is a flat-backed cabochon. And this one is a fish tank glass. And you can see, even just here, how this one...
They start working together.
Like, do you see how, sorry, how it makes faces in the... Hey, Nicola, my doggies are pretty good. They're asleep on the couch because they've got the right idea about what to do with their lives. And then this one is not nearly so clear. Hey, Jamie, I'm doing great. Morning, Brissy. And so this one, you can see how kind of bubbled the back is. Whereas on the flat-backed cabochons that I get online, down in the link below, you can see how flat and shiny. And I think that translates really well. Whenever I'm painting the eye, it comes out much crisper. So that's why I like these ones. But we buy so many of these. Like, this is like 6 years old. But they don't go bad. So... the sizes that I use most frequently are, how big are you, little thing? This one is 5/8 of an inch. Let me find something with millimeters on it, and I'll measure it. There's a ruler. In millimeters. This is 15 millimeters. Is that size. And then the next size up, because I really don't go much smaller than 15. Thank you, Ron Jeremy. That's really interesting. Oh, God. I thought I knocked my coffee over and I almost died. Hey, coffee. Oh, that's the good stuff. Yeah, I use 30 millimeter probably more than anything else because it's a good mid-size. I can paint a 30 millimeter eye and I can make a bracelet out of it, or I can make, yeah, right? I did kind of put the leather there to taunt you. Well, not just you specifically, but just everyone to be like, look at my thing. And I have to tell you guys, everything that's on this table, we got for about $250. And that's a full bag of stuff for, I got a whole bunch of rivet setters and hammers and stuff for teaching classes. Oh, I didn't spill the coffee. I knocked this over. And bottles of paint, and I'm not even going to show you guys my craft station. What does Randy look like? I'm new, so I have no idea. He's a very handsome. He has an olive complexion. Not like olive green, but like, he's got a darker complexion.
We better not lose this.
Can you come show them how pretty you are?
We better not lose this.
He's playing his game and
I'm very frustrated.
He's pretty frustrated.
We were over 80 points up.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Are you the 57 or the 30?
We're the 57.
Okay, so you're still winning by 20?
Not for long.
Yeah. Taken away one by one. Okay.
Yeah,
Poor Randy.
I haven't won a match in over...
He's too pretty for this stream. He'll break the camera. No, but yeah, so we go to the Tandy Leather in Springfield, Missouri, because they have fantastic deals. He's playing Smite, which he hates. But also, nerd alert, you guys, they just announced that they're reopening the original servers for WoW.
Yep.
Vanilla WoW! Classic servers. Yeah. Masshole says, wow, if that's Randy upset, he's a pretty mellow guy. I'd be throwing stuff. Randy's exceptionally mellow. Like,
come get it.
But he's also, he's like a very, 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 very patient bear. Fortunately, I've never been around when he eats people's faces. I mean, not like physically eats people's faces, but,
Yum.
Yum. Unfortunately, I've never gotten him upset enough to be like, rawr, like super mad. Back to subject. Now this one is, how big are you? This one's like a 17 millimeter. Yeah, and that's Randy doesn't really like WoW anymore. Wait, which one was it that came out with the garrisons?
Oh my god, I finally won a match. It took 2 weeks, but I won a game.
Good job, honey. You want to put clothes on and come say hey?
I'm doing.
He's gonna come say hey. For the Horde!
Yeah, but I play Filthy Alliance.
Yeah, Randy's an alliance. But it's okay. It's never too late to convert.
I don't know.
This one's 17 millimeter, 15 millimeter. So do you have a plan for this dragon eye? Sam, I'm actually going to be planting a bunch of dragon eyes. Oh, hey, Paul. Well, thank you. I'm a dork. Played WoW for like 6 years. Right on. See, I don't play, but I'll watch Randy play, and he's like, hey, can you make this armor? And I'm like, sure. But, so these are the two smallest sizes I work with. I also work with, this is like a 18 by 22 millimeter. I like these for some of the necklaces that we do. The next size up from that I work with is a 30 by 22 millimeter.
Take a wild guess how much more I was over in Minion.
Like 30,000.
50,000.
You're kidding me.
No.
I was saying 30 to exaggerate.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is my Randy.
Hello.
Ah, he's my favorite.
I'm gonna go and check the post office. So.
Can I kiss you on the mouth?
I don't know. Can you?
Don't look, everybody. I love you. Drive safe. Everybody's saying, hey, Randy.
Ember.
What?
What's Ember doing on the computer? Where's my
Share
keys?
with you. Oh, your English is fine. Okay.
He's already in my pocket. All right.
I like to watch, not play. Right on. Recently started working with and modeling my friend's leatherwork company, so I'm happy and excited. Right on. Go, Randy. I wanted to share with you that I'm so happy finally finishing my workshop, and people like you are my inspiration. Well, thank you, Natalie. Okay, and then this is 30 millimeter. If you invest in one side... Well, I mean, I went over here and kissed him, so I don't want it to be like... You know, anyways, you two give me hope for the messed up world. There he goes. I don't know if y'all could hear the van. I'll never get over how awesome this chat group is. So many talented and sweet people. I don't kid. Like, y'all really, like, inspire me. You keep my joy going. Like, I'll feel, like, kind of, and then I'll get on here to hang out with you guys, and y'all's generous spirits and just everything. Like, y'all make me so happy. So, I'm pretty happy with my Randy. But this is the 30 millimeter. Wait, how do I... Sorry, I like how it makes my face upside down. I did the Tree of Life with my amethyst rounds. I sold it for 10, but I think I should have sold it for more. That means a lot to me, Penny. Y'all, Penny's talking good about us. She says, Vaughn, not all groups are like this. This fan base of yours is rare. Well, thank you. Thank you guys for being as awesome. Now, the 30 millimeter in inches, that's a really good question. This is an inch and an eighth, like roughly. Like, it's like a hair over an eighth, but that's as small as my rule. Oh, no, it doesn't. It goes on the other side. Yep, it's an inch and an eighth. So, but yeah, if you were to invest in one size, and that's the one that I have linked down below, the 30 millimeter is the way to go, because it looks cool as circlets. It looks cool as necklaces. Well, you can't really see because it's clear. And it also makes really great bracelets. So you could put it on a hat band or all different kinds of stuff. It's an excellent and versatile size. Now, to get into the bigger end of everything, ooh, we also have the 25 millimeter, which this one's pretty nice. If you like more petite things, the 25 is a really good deal. And these come wrapped in tissue. That way they don't scratch each other. But then the next size up we have from here is 40 by 30 millimeter. And these ones I really like for just enameling and doing large necklaces, because if they'll stay, I like to do the 40 by 30 and then the 30 by 22. And then where are you at? And then the 22 by 18. Like, I don't know, you can't see it because they're clear, but and do like big statement piece necklaces like that, or you can turn them sideways. So these ones I don't just do for eyes. You can do all different kinds of enameling in different colors and stuff. So you can make like really elegant pieces like that way. Christina asks, new here, what's the nightbot posts I'm seeing? We have some sponsorship spots that we're experimenting with. So right now we're testing out to see and get an idea how many more subscribers the sponsorship spots will get you. It's an actual bot, like it's not like a person like with feelings or anything. Well, it's a robot. And so whenever they take over the world, I still try to be really polite. Like Randy teases me because he's like, why do you say please and thank you when you're asking Google? Because I'll be like, okay, Google, and the phone will be like, and I'll be like, please set a timer for 15 minutes. And then Google will be like, oh, set a timer for 15 minutes. I'm like, thank you. And I'm like, because whenever they take over the world, like brownie points, maybe? Right? Valerie's like, nightbot has feelings too. But we're testing out to see how much traffic we can generate for the sponsorship spots. That way on our pledgers on our Patreon, like Valerie's going to be one of them. She's one of our higher tier pledgers. And so if I haven't talked to you about this at all yet, Valerie, but if you would like to promote the Enchanted Oak, I was going to put you in as one of the slots, and that way people could go and you know, either follow you on your Facebook or go directly to your store because you have awesome incense and soap and stuff, and like you're talking to me now, right? Being polite to the Borg, it's like good manners will take you far. Like, I mean, it's never been a wasted expenditure of effort to say please. What's going on with Masshole? Boop, boop, boop. Masshole's usually my friend. Up your Masshole. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Masshole. Not I. I see. I got you, Masshole. I got you. Thank you, guys. I was too busy chatting with y'all. I am new here. I just started making things. Now I'm losing my sight, so still trying to figure out what I can do. Right on. You could do bigger art. Like, I don't know. It depends a lot on the way that you're losing your sight, because I know, and I hate this, but it's probably, you know, hopefully much farther off in my future, but I already have really bad eyesight, and I know that as soon as I become diabetic, that's going to be one of the first things. I mean, can you send a link to the Patreon? Yeah. Let me do. And then also there's links to the Patreon down in the video description below. So thank you, Valerie. But like one day I'm going to lose my eyesight, so I'm saving up to get LASIK now, because that's how my dad's eyesight was going, and I take after him quite a bit. So it's, I don't know, I'm hoping that I'll be able to just do bigger pieces of art or do enough of it by feel, because like things like crochet and tatting I do more by feel. Oh no, Amy, I don't ever want people to feel obligated to be pledgers or anything like that. It's like the best thing that I could ask of you guys, if you want to help me out, go buy your beads. Take that money that you're like, oh, well, I could pledge this. It's like, no, take that, buy beads and materials and follow along with the tutorials and make things and sell them and get your business going. Get your dream kind of ball rolling. You know, it's like, because that helps me to feel like I'm doing good, you know, and that what I'm doing is actually being helpful. Now, I don't mind a bit if you can pledge too, you know, that definitely makes my life easier on like a million levels. When I make it big, then I'll pay you back for all you've helped me. Well, thank you. And promote the heck out of Bacterifications. That's right, Hoddle. Hey, Nina. Hi again. Posted on my Facebook that I'm sculpting a tree and watching this live stream. Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you guys. Now, for realsies, I'm going to finish doing this. And then, so we talked about the 40 by 30 millimeter. Well, thank you, Silken Cords. Thanks for joining us, too. And then the biggest cabochons that I have, no eye, dry eye, no tears, making rosaries right now. Right on. This is the biggest one that I have. Can it make my mouth? It's almost like a Snapchat filter. How do I get it to be? Sorry, I really need to, let me measure this and see how big it is. Sorry. It is a big one. Nikki says, not only do I watch your videos, but my boys watch your tutorials and love doing them along with you. Right on. Well, that's awesome. This would be a beautiful, like, I agree with you entirely, Silken. It would be, but I usually use these on like bigger costume pieces and stuff. you know, something where you really want to make some impact. Now this is 2 inches in diameter, or 50 millimeters. Mind the Corner said, yay, I tried to paint an eye with your tutorial and it didn't turn out too shabby. Still needs practicing, but you've helped so much. Thank you. Well, thank you. I'm glad it worked out for you. Thought size didn't matter. Well, with cabochons, it does, though. Same for me. I started my business, Triple Moon Creations, and when I hit the jackpot LOLs, I pledged right on. Yeah, I'm being silly today. I'm sorry for spamming, but I really don't know what to do. I've been making dragon eyes for roughly a year, but no one wants to buy them. Do you have any tips for me? The best thing that you can do, Sumaru, is look at, like, what kind of marketing have you been doing? Because if you're making your dragon eyes, it doesn't matter how amazing they are. If you're not showing them to anyone, they're not going to know that they're available for sale. And so, do you have an Etsy store or a website? Like Weebly lets you set up free websites where you can make sales. And then, like with your Etsy, you can try, promoting your work on Facebook. There are some different, like websites and, Facebook groups that you can join, and you can, post and be like, hey, look, I made a thing. Doing a few work in progress pictures, like, you know, or videos, and having an Instagram or a Facebook page or something, you know, like some interactive stuff. That's what really has helped Randy and I, is having this YouTube. It gives us an opportunity to connect with y'all, and, you know, I can make tutorials all day, but sorry, it's ladybugs. What was the website that lets you set up a page for free? It's Weebly. Hey, Lori. It's Weebly. That's who I've been using for like 6 or 7 years now. And we pay like, I think it boils down to like $10 or $13 a month. Though I don't know, we might have stopped. No, I do pay more, because that way, if we use the free site, it would have been backtoearthcreations.weebly.com. And I didn't want that .weebly on there. So Ken says, making the dragon's eyes into something folks will find useful helps to sell them. I make mine into fridge magnets. Right on. And then also, I've never, well, except for here recently, I've never sold more online than what I sell even at just one craft show. So if anything, I'll get a little bit of inventory together, maybe make a few displays. I'm going to actually do some tutorials on showing you how to make your own displays, because I think that's good to know, you know. And go out and do a craft show, get some business cards printed, and it takes an investment both of time and money, but even if you just do like, you know, 1 or 2 craft shows a year, if you go and do a convention or, you know, anything like that, it's getting yourself out there. And it's all about putting yourself out there, because otherwise nobody's gonna know. So I do hope that was helpful. And even if you just take one thing, like just start a Facebook page, just take that one thing and then do it. I watched your tutorials before and have made some eyes. I glued on the front of a journal. I posted it to your page just now how to share. Right on. Fellow crafters, I'm more than happy pimp anyone's page or channel out on my own, since I'm still trying to hit 10 subscribers. Right on. Oh, and Carol got her calves in the mail. Excellent. Speaking of pimping out pages, Randy and I are working on putting together an open public Facebook group that everybody can join. And I'm hoping it'll be, because I don't know what I'm hoping for it to be yet, but I'm excited to see what evolves, you know, because it's like, I don't want it to just be, you know, hold on, whenever we get it going, we're going to do like a big launch and everything, and we'll have, like, we'll have links and stuff posted. So, but hopefully that will be something where, because y'all have helped me so much. It's not ready yet. Like, I don't even know what we're going to call it yet. But I want to help y'all as well. And so that way we could have like featured artists, or I don't know if that's a thing that we could do, or I mean, just something, you know. And then also a lot of people don't use Facebook, but Facebook seems to be the best group platform for it. Hey, Karen. So Yeah, it's like if all of y'all have videos and stuff, go sub to each other. But it's been 35 minutes and I still haven't painted any eyes, but I at least showed you all the different sizes that I'm going to be working with today. Oh, mercy. I've got to get my button gear. Is that my Randy or am I being broken into?
Getting broken in.
Oh, Lord. Hey, you got a bunch of boxes. Nothing in the mail?
Nothing in the mail.
Nothing in the mail today.
But I can mail off stuff now.
That's true. I got cat hair at my nose. Okay. Back to creating. Right on. Well, I actually think we might use Randy and I's name. Like, it might be like... We're talking about the Facebook group. You got a Coke Icy.
Indeed I
You
did.
dirty bird.
That same fellow was like, you really wanted that icy, didn't you?
You did want that Icy. Randy's cursed. He can't go anywhere without getting, like, if he wants, like, an Icy, the machine's always broken every time.
Regardless where, what...
Doesn't matter what state we're in, doesn't matter what time of day, doesn't, yeah, like Randy Von, I don't know if we're gonna have that or if we're gonna have a Back to Earth Creations group for the Facebook group.
It's already established.
No, not the one for Patreon and not the page, but like an interactive group where people can post stuff and like get a little bit more of that community element going.
Ah.
Because it's gotten to the point that I can't answer everyone's questions as immediately as I would like to. Back to Randy Vaughn. I won't join you on Facebook, but I do appreciate the other suggestions. Right on. And that's something that, I mean, I'm not going to be like, okay, guys, that's all we're doing is the Facebook now. So there'll be, we keep a lot of different plates spinning. Mm-hmm.
Something drastic has to change for us to drop YouTube.
Yeah, right. It's like, even with the adpocalypse and stuff.
It'll be 7 months back.
I know, but even with the adpocalypse, it would take something even more drastic. Washer's yelling at me. Creative neighbors. Yeah, I mean, just something, you know, if you have a group and have a chat set up, people can go in and just chat with each other about crafting. And that's what I'm hoping for, Manny, is to, you know, whenever we're not live streaming, because this gives us an opportunity to talk together as a group. Apocalypse. Oh my God, hold on. No way, that's awesome. Randy. Oh, he's flushing the toilet. I'm practicing painting dragon eyes on acrylic cabochons. Are the glass cabochons easier to paint? Bonnie, I've always wondered, on your acrylic, I don't know if it was just the kind I was using, but does the cab get goopy? Because like the ones that I had used, it had gotten goopy. And so that's why I always recommended to folks to use the glass ones. I just hate adding pics to a personal store page for photos, feel spammy. Nah, and it's... I don't mind it. Like, I mean, that's why I share that page. So, yeah, the creative neighbors sounds pretty awesome. So we'll figure it out. But we're gonna paint some eyes, Vaughn. We gotta do this now. So right now I'm gonna be painting a bunch of. Ooh, the lolly. No, he's got clothes on. Kidding. Scooch this mat forward a little bit. I'm going to be painting a bunch of 25 millimeters. I don't know where or how to start promoting my stuff because I do so much different stuff. Sometimes I'm like butter spread too thin on too much bread. First off, 10 geek points for the awesome Lord of the Rings quote. And second off, it's you kind of take one thing and do it a bunch. Do it every day for a month. So if you're going to post pictures of your work, post a picture a day on Instagram or DeviantArt or Facebook or something and post it once a day for a month and just do that one thing and see how it builds because it can take a long time to get that ball rolling. I've been on DeviantArt for like 8 years. You know.
Poor Tracy.
You okay? What happened?
This has been the view from her booth.
Oh no. That's the worst. We have some really close vendor friends, and they just sent us a picture of the event that they're at. And Saturday is supposed to be, like, the hoppinest day. Do you find when you live stream, you do less because we keep interrupting you?
Absolutely.
Like, by 100%, no doubt in my mind. Yes, but I love it, and I would have it no other way. But she just sent us a picture of the dealer's room, and there's nobody. no customers in that dealership. That's the hardest thing. Oh, man. Because you have to stay optimistic, you know, even whenever there's not sales happening. You know, because it's not the one... I don't know if it's a weather issue. I think she's in Cincinnati or Columbus. She's at the Whorehound.
Whorehound's in Nashville.
There's a couple of different ones. She had posted on it. I don't remember. I'm a bad friend. I don't remember the kind of details. I'm sure yeah. Okay, so you can see here, I'm actually going to flip the camera around so that y'all can see what I'm doing. One of y'all asked if I'm painting with nail polish today. I am. And I'm actually going to flip this around right now. Okay, well, Sarah lives in Cincinnati, and it's a nice 70 degrees, so I don't think it's a weather issue. I think it's there are over 700 conventions in the country right now issue. So this is my tower of nail polish. I have an addiction. It's the first weekend of holiday prep. I couldn't believe how busy the shopping strips were. Michael's and Joann's were packed, and the parking lots were full. Right on. I leave the leather view. Yeah. Well, we might break into the leather a little later. We shall see. Okay, so I'm going to be using some black nail polish for the pupils, because that's how I do my eyes, is I get a bunch of pupils painted all at once. But it's on a Lazy Susan from Walmart, which we actually, when we were buying that Lazy Susan, you can see how it spins. We took the Lazy Susan from the kitchen area and then went over to the workout area where they have like the exercise equipment, like the weights and stuff. And we set, was it 30 or 45 pounds? Was it 60? We set 2 30-pound weights on that Lazy Susan to see if it would spin. And it did. And so that way we felt pretty certain it would hold my nail polish collection. So... I like your nail varnish tower. And this was made out of, these are old wire spools. Yeah, but then there is a 6 hour in the future thing. I'm not sure I can make it to the end. All right on. Well, you can always watch us later, and I'll be having more tutorials tomorrow.
6 hours in the future?
Yeah, it's hard being a Time Lord.
Yeah.
Can you make a dragon eye on leather bracelet? Izzy, I think that's a really good idea, and I think I will do that.
It's almost tomorrow, though?
What? Yeah, it's almost tomorrow. Mommy Sean says, I love your work and you're so sweet. I've learned a lot from you. Thanks. Well, right on. I'm glad to be helpful to you. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Let me tie my hair up. Ryan says, singing the Doctor Who theme now. Yeah, it's almost tomorrow for a lot of you folks. Well, I guess it is the weekend, so we can all... Really, Randy?
What?
You're awesome, and I love you. Yvonne, where do you buy those perfectly clear glass beads? Mine, there's actually should be a link down in the video description to where on Amazon you can purchase these for yourself. I'm going to see if I can't. Oh, there we go. But it's a fallback. We get an extra hour. Is that this weekend? Hi, I'm from Australia. You are amazing. Oh, well, thank you, Denise.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
In my head, I'm singing the Sesame Street counting song with the pinball. Right on. Is that tonight? Thank goodness my phone keeps track of that stuff. Otherwise, I don't know. Dollar Tree, right on. We actually, we don't have any traditional clocks in the house. I took them all apart for parts. So fortunately, the phones and the computers and stuff update themselves. I'll have to change the stove clock, but truly, clearly, the better time change tonight still throws me off for 2 weeks, right? The Muppet song. All our clocks do it as well. That's nice. I tried some 80mm cabochons. They're so hard to work with. Mine turned out looking so bad. Right on. Well, it's, I don't know, it can take some practice. And always keep in mind, you can always take some acetone and clean that off. I'm going to try to do... How many eyes should I try to do today, Randy?
15.
Zon says, hi, first time posting. The Dollar Tree ones have too many imperfections. And I can kind of agree with that. They're a great way to start because these are right here. I'll set down. That's one that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then this is one in a very similar size from Amazon. So you can see these are perfectly smooth, whereas these have some bubbling and stuff. Yeah, the imperfections, whenever I'm just doing a plain enamel, like not worrying so much about the eye patterning, these are pretty nice, and they are great to practice on, but you will be amazed if you're able to make the initial investment into these. I do highly recommend it. I was wondering, the metal brush you used for moss, if we straightened it out, could we use that instead of a chisel to scrape nail polish? Crafty, I would definitely recommend trying it out. But I haven't tried it because I thought that it would, I'd have to like separate them out a little bit because the nail polish being a liquid like that does have a little bit of surface tension. And so it could get all stuck in the ends of the wires and like be super duper goopy. How would someone get you to make a commissioned special piece for them? Amy, I haven't opened back up our custom orders yet. And sometimes it's like you'll if you send me an email about what you're interested in,
If it's not too difficult.
I'll see what I can do. But for the most part, I'm still actually catching up. And it's a really good thought, Crafty, and that's the kind of things that, you know, and go ahead and try it because you might have completely different results than what I anticipated. The irregular beads work nice, but I can't wait to try it on the most polished ones. I also want to try some tiny illustrations. Ooh, that'd be cool. Okay. So should we do like 50 eyes, do you think, Randy?
Start with 20.
Okay. What about 25?
Sure.
Okay. So we'll put those 3 back.
That's a top.
Yep. Ah, my lid fell off. Oh, nerd.
Hey, my lid falls off.
Me too. Do 1,000 easy.
I'm not gonna win this.
Do you know that unwrapping those individual cabochons is ASMR worthy? Right on. But then it's got me like dorking out back here, so I think that ruins it sometimes. Okay. So, and also to make it super dissatisfying for all the OCD people. I don't know why I'm so mean to you guys. You've never been anything but nice to me in your whole life. Okay, I'll put them back in line. I'm a monster. If I had to do 1,000 eyes, I'd just be a hissy fit and dump bottles of polish on the pile and call it a day. Actually, Randy, how many eyes have I done in a day? Do you recall?
50.
Well, that was in a live stream.
Yeah.
The most I've done in a live stream was 50, but I think we've painted over 100 eyes in a day before. Back before we were doing YouTube, really. I always feel like somebody's watching me. You satisfyingly cruel woman. Okay, so the tools, today's trade, are going to be the awl. Yeah, I just messed them all up again. And then the chisel. And then I'm also going to be using a very nice selection of, well, just one of them is what I'm going to be using because it's my favorite. It's the size 1 nail polish brush that one of my friends here on YouTube sent to me. But you could use, I mean, any kind of, I think this is like Krylon. I don't know. Links are down in the video description below. What am I doing?
Not returning because you want us to lose.
Oh, here's my thing.
Silly me.
And I'm trying to find my acetone. Like, no, here it is. I'd love to get my hands on some pure. Bianca asks, where do you buy your blanks for the eyes? I buy them from Amazon. Down in the video description, like if you click view more down underneath the video, it should have links. And let me know if those aren't there because they should be. Like if I have any idea what I'm doing, they should be. So I'm just using regular nail polish, well, the same that I use on my hands, but I'd love to get my hands on some pure acetone because it's much faster at taking off the nail polish. And then I did have a little dish somewhere, if I could unbury it from this wreck of a Hey, Christmas Vine, why do you live like this? Like, seriously. How many times I've scolded you? There it is. Oh, it feels like somebody. And also, just because it makes me laugh, the newly christened Mudge Pudge. Okay. You could make an eye with just the all. That is true. Can get it from a beauty supply like Sally's. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Laura. I do not know why, but I do not see the links. Do you or have you used the UV gels? I haven't, because honestly, I didn't really... Some of the colors are more limited, and I think it makes the piece take longer. Only 2 left in stock, Yvonne, when you follow the link. Okay. Oh, goodness. Y'all must have been buying them up then. Right, I'll check that out whenever I get off of here, Hoodle. Ooh, engrave and then paint? I have no idea. Right on. Yeah, and you could use anything that has, oh, crap. I guess the coffee's really giving me the jitters because I'm just throwing stuff. You could use the edge of a razor blade or a box knife. You could use a toothpick or a needle or a darning needle or, you know, just... Oh, Nina. That sounds lovely, though. I am going to scoot these off screen so it doesn't drive people crazy and so I stop hurting them. Banana potatoes. Banana potatoes. I don't think I want to use crap. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, Anastasia.
Don't want to use what?
Crap, because I said, like, in crap like that.
Oh.
Like how I do, and they're giving me a hard time. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I sing like that, Nina. It's just the way I am.
Just weren't raised right.
I just wasn't raised right, Randy says. Okay, so I have our little container of acetone, and this is what I'm going to use to keep my brush clean. Oh, you. I guess to see the links, you have to close the chat window. So that makes sense. And then I have a folded up.
Something? No? Okay, please. I'll stop. Just do something.
Just so you guys know, Randy is not yelling at me. He's yelling at his game. Megan asks, I know you've said like you like the contrast of the black pupil in past live streams, but have you ever thought to do a white pupil with a dark iris? Ooh.
Almost like an eclipse eye.
Randy. I have considered, Randy has suggested very similar things. I just haven't done it yet. Oh, and the smells are taking hold. Do you want a mask to wear, honey?
What?
I'm going to be doing nail polish. Do you
No,
want...
I'm fine. Thank
Okay. Well, I've got an extra one over here.
you. Get out of my
I'm going to be
way.
wearing at least this. It's a painter's mask, and it's filthy. Yeah, an inverted eye. We'll see what we can do. Right now, I'm going to stick a little bit to what I'm familiar with, at least at first, to get some inventory made. But normally I'd wear a respirator as well, but I'm just going to do this right now, just to start. Ooh, okay. Walmart has the 100% acetone nail polish remover. Well, also something to keep in mind is not all Walmarts are created equally. So, potatoes. Okay, so it begins. I'm going to try to get myself into a pretty comfortable position to where I'm not deviating off camera. Oh, I never opened the window. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I got to open up the window. So... There we are. I was just watching The Hobbit last night, right? You can get cans of acetone in the paint department too. Okay. Oh, wow. Well, I don't know if I need a gallon of it. Right, Nina? Well, I need all the brain cells that I can manage to keep, so... Okay. Oh, Brandy. As just so people know, if you order from Walmart, have them ship it to your nearest store. It's free. Right on. Drinking milk helps when you're painting the eyes. Huh, I'll have to try that. Oh, this mask isn't doing hardly anything. I'm gonna have to full on respirator it. I'll wait until I get a headache. It's a nice breeze today. Okay. Okay. Again, I'm gonna try to not yell in y'all's ears, because I usually put my head directly over the eye. Man, I can feel the heat coming off the phone even. But I've got the phone right in the way, so... Oh yeah, that's not centered at all. Let's see what we can do about that.
Will he escape with his life? Banana. Surprise.
I tried a glow-in-the-dark coat before I painted some of my eyes. That also doesn't work well. Okay. It's usually when I do a glow-in-the-dark coat, I'll do the pupil first, and then I'll paint on the first layer of the glow-in-the-dark. Though I would like to get some of the resins that you just add in to the pigment, you know, or they're like a powder that you can add into the resin that's like glow or UV reactive. Those are way more intense. Vaughn, do you have a box fan or some sort to put in the window blowing out to exhaust the fumes? I do, but it's buried under about 8 months of hoarding cardboard. So no. But we do have 2 windows open in the house, and it's a pretty windy day, so it's making a really nice cross breeze. So there's that one, nice and feathery. I do like some of the the feathery ones quite a bit. But we can also do a style. It's so worth it to use the fan, it works wonders. Right on. I might have Randy help me dig out a fan whenever he finishes his game. Okay, just putting a spot on there. And then we can just pull this down and up. See how that's kind of getting the shaping? And then we can drag around like this. How many games do you have to win today, honey?
16.
16 today?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
16, I'm in stone. That's just a personal thing for me.
Okay.
Nothing that the game says I have to do.
Okay, okay. And so there's a nice kind of smoother edge.
I'm just gonna start doing it again.
This is black. It's just my lighting and stuff. So, Massel, on Randy's game, why do you want to win 16, Randy? Massel's asking.
Just because it's completely impossible and I will murder people before it's done.
Okay. He's being angry, so I'm going to leave him alone. Or frustrated. Maybe a break after this round.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not laughing at your anger. It's just, I'm kind of trying to keep it chill up in here. Yeah, keyboard smashing noises, right? Tell him to go on Guild Wars and try the Mad King's Clock Tower. It's like, oh man. And I can't blame him, because, like, I'll play Spyro the Dragon on PlayStation. Oh my god, where's the tranquilizer gun? No, it's just Randy. But I'll play Spyro the Dragon, and about 30 minutes into it, I am yelling and throwing the controller and cussing and just, I mean, out of my mind, angry at the game. And y'all, like, basically met me. I typically don't get like that, except for when I'm on Spyro. Crafty, did you hear that they're releasing classic servers on WoW?
Right. Buddy.
Hey Kenny, that's a pretty weird in your profile picture.
I love the fact the dude who's died the most is like, come on guys, I can't do everything.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm dead serious.
Is he like trolling you?
I have no idea. But he's right. He can only die incredibly well.
Are you opening the door or?
Do you want me to?
Oh yeah, I was just wondering where you were moving tables.
So that I can get back there?
Oh, where are you going? Oh, he's getting the box fan. Okay. I was like, Randy's never been so frustrated he started rearranging the house before. Speaking of WoW, do you play WoW? And or do you play any other Blizzard games? I actually... angry Randy Squatch on the loose. I actually really don't play any video games other than Spyro the Dragon periodically. And sometimes, like, if it's really bad in the winter, I'll play The Sims to get a little bit of a gardening fix. I was hurrying. But Randy plays WoW, and I like to watch him play games. Like, I absolutely love that he shoots Let's Plays because, you know, I like getting to hear him talk and his ideas and his stories, and, you know, it prompts conversation to shoot a Let's Play with him. Whereas if it's just the two of us sitting, it degenerates in just a bunch of, like, grunting noises at the game system. Oh, well, thank you, Kenny. Oh. And Randy got a fan venting for me. Valerie says, I haven't played WoW since I worked for Blizzard like 8 years ago. That's super cool that you worked for Wizard, though, Valerie. Randy's just grunting.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, honey. But, I mean,
He's the lowest in player damage.
I know, that's...
The lowest in minion damage.
Alexa asks, how do you even make those? Are you talking about the Dragon Eyes? I buy the glass cabochons from Amazon. There'll be a link down in the video description. You have to close the live chat window, and then you can click on it. But I purchased them in bulk from there. I used to get them from AliExpress, but the shipping's much faster on Amazon for roughly the same price. And also we do, like, I have an Amazon Prime account because Amazon, like, basically owns me. So I may as well.
You give them enough of their money.
Yeah. Right? And so that way I don't have to wait, 30 to 45 days for my cabochons to arrive. You just activated my Amazon Echo when you said you really need to compare prices no matter no matter where you get the cabochons, they vary hugely, right? Hey, River. You pay my paycheck, Vaughn, keeping buying from Amazon, right? Well, thank you, Craig. Kenny Craig. Do who? What?
I said, who's that?
Valerie.
Yeah, are they doing a Black Friday thing this year?
Oh, I don't know.
Valerie wouldn't.
Hey, Valerie, is Amazon doing any kind of, like, Black Friday or Cyber Monday promotion stuff? Because Randy and I need, like, a mattress and a TV and new computers.
I just want people that don't install a lot.
Does anybody in here play Smite that they could play with Randy so that he doesn't get sad? Because there's nothing in this world that I can do for him when he gets sad like this.
It's like, why are we playing 4 mages?
Right? I don't know. Change yours to a mage and just go full mage.
Yeah, that sounds incredibly bad.
Just do it. It always feels like somebody's watching me. Okay, well, night night, Sumaru. She isn't done yet, CJ. Eyes aren't even anyways. Right on. Yeah, I don't worry a whole lot about symmetry. I just kind of let the piece evolve and happen.
This is bad. I don't want to do this.
Nah.
No, read that. Okay. I realized I was the only melee, and I was like, no, this is a terrible idea.
They're recommending the game Dragons of Atlantis to you.
Dragons of Atlantis.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe look it up. Anything would be better than Smite at this point. Like, are you having fun? He grins manically. I don't know, with his eyes crossed and tears streaming down his face. OCD, right? I used to play Smite, even got my own skin within the game, haha. But not proud to say this, but I got banned because of language. I get easily triggered sometimes and they refuse to lift block. Right on. Well, it is
way more toxic now.
Randy says it's super toxic in the game. And honestly, like, I've played Smite and I've turned to cussing loudly, and it's like, it'll definitely bring out the darker side of the gamer in a person. So I'm going to get 5 more eyes painted, like pupils painted, and then I'm actually going to start in on the colors.
I don't want to get a screenshot.
Do it.
Before they just look locked in. Me not picking anything yet. Make a meme out of it and just be like, go mage.
Do it. Evil Kermit.
Yeah.
Please do it. Print screen. Banana potatoes.
They'll never be able to stop us if we all go
Hey, are you able to turn it to where you know how Smite has that music? I want to hear the music, but not all the game noises. Do it? Oh, you don't? Okay.
No. I don't know what's the last music pack I left in.
Gotcha. Well, do you mind if I put on some Ross Bugden? Okay. Y'all, I'm going to turn on a touch of music. A whole touch. Because I need to get this banana songs out of my head, because it's not even the words. Announcer until closer to Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Once I find out what sales are coming from Amazon, I'll let you know. Right on. Tell Randy I submitted the Archon Thanatos skin design.
What?
That is really cool. He goes, what? Really?
I would pay real money for that.
Oh, wow.
That skin is amazing.
Minions will do that too, right?
I rely on minions to win games because I can't rely on people.
Gotcha.
It's sad, but it's true. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's our stuff.
Who lives at a pineapple under the sea? Dang it, masshole! Ocean man, take me by the hand, take me to a land that you understand. Ocean man, it's a real trip. I need to learn the words to songs and things.
Songs and things?
Yeah,
That
mostly.
sounds like a tall order. Oh, they have a Mercury. I am so screwed.
Ocean man. Dun, 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 dun,
What more is they
dun,
have a Mercury
dun,
and an
dun,
Aphrodite at work together.
dun, 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 dun,
But we've got an Mario.
dun, dun,
Kind of.
dun. Now also, night Jenny, keep in mind guys, these eyes that I'm painting, first and foremost, are going towards our Patreon packages. So if you become a $20 and up pledger, you will get a unique hand-painted eye, among other things, mailed to you this month. And then also we will have them as inventory for in our booth at the next 2 events. We'll be at the Kansas City Comic-Con, and we will be at Memphis Comic and Fantasy Con this weekend and next weekend. Well, this coming weekend, rather. Dun, 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 dun. The $1 folks get 1 entry into our Fairy House giveaways that we're currently doing twice a month, as well as behind the scenes, what's it? Woo! Well, thank you, Ken. Do what, Randy?
Pictures and such?
Yeah, behind the scenes, like work in progress pictures, sneak peeks of, just what's upcoming and different things like that. What is your inspiration? Lord of the Rings? Yeah, I mean, among other things. Pardon my ignorance, but isn't nail polish acrylic paint? Well, acrylic paint actually I think is like latex based, isn't it? Like it's like latex and water, right? Whereas the acrylic based, well, what is this? I don't know. I think it is acrylic. I'm not a chemist, so I can't tell you like exactly. But it finishes differently. It has a slightly different texture, and a lot of them end up much glossier. So, I mean, while it might be acrylic based, it's still not the same as this stuff, you know. I have used acrylic paints in the past. They just don't get quite the same effect, and I do try to let them dry completely in between layers, because otherwise it'll kind of drag and layer and splotch and stuff, which you can get some seriously cool effects specifically from doing that. Is there anything else you can use for the dragon eyes besides fingernail polish? I have asthma and it doesn't agree with me well. Right on. Yeah, the acrylic paints work pretty well. I can't recall. I usually use model car paints in conjunction with nail polish, so I can't recall if they are also strong smelling, or if it's just always strong smelling from the nail polish, if that makes sense. The only thing I probably wouldn't recommend for this would be like oil paint. Just because the nature of oil paint is it's never quite completely dry. Alcohol inks is being suggested by Rhea. You probably can't use Sharpies either then. I don't know, they have some Sharpies that you can like bake and set them. And then also, I don't have my respirator on right now because we have like the windows open and fans going and stuff. Randy did set me up a box fan. But normally I do wear a respirator when I'm doing this, and I'll probably put one on before too long. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's find that music, you guys. We've been streaming for an hour and 6 minutes. Hour at 11 minutes. I have no concept of time passing. Ooh, Ken says I use Liquitex acrylic paints and Folk Art Color Shift is amazing. I do love those Folk Art Color Shift. I am going to be listening to the audio library. What is your go-to wire size for beginners? Crafty, that's a really good question. If I were buying, you could use glass pens. Well, bye, Sarah. Thanks for hanging out. I would do 18 gauge, 20 gauge, 24, 26, and 28. So glass paint would work too, I think, although I don't know if it dries too fast. I really recommend just trying all of it, you know, just see what you can do. And DJ Quads. Sorry, I'm trying to find some different playlists to see. Is my audio on? I don't know. Question, do you use flatback cabochons? Any, I mean. Yeah, I like to use calibrated stuff, and by what I mean by calibrated is they all come out the exact same size and thickness. And that makes it really easy to put them into, like, pre-made, bezels and stuff. Okay, let's see. I'm turning my volume. I'm trying to get some music going, and I don't want it to be really obnoxious. I was just going to do this. There we go. Ah. I think Randy could use some uncensored Eminem tracks playing. No, Linkin Park would get him bumping. Has a few colors of pair wire they sell now. They had some on sale last weekend. Right on. Well, I know they use Hobby Lobby sells some Parawire in their vintage section. Right on. Which those are pretty versatile. Reminds me of the Justin Red's Great American Farm Tour music, right? Thank you so much for answering my questions. I need to go to sleep now. Good night, everyone. Night, night. Mine to the corner. You don't have pretty colors like blues and stuff. Mostly gold, silvers, and coppers. Yeah. Which those are kind of, you know, classic colors. I'm gonna wipe this one. I don't much like how it came out. I know I asked about white pupils before, but do you have any videos of them? I don't know why I think this technique would be awesome with white pupils and blue iris. I don't have any videos, but I'm definitely going to try this out. can you mix glow-in-the-dark paint in clay to make it glow? I don't know. I've always just used, glow-in-the-dark clay. Definitely worth experimenting with, though. It might be able to give you a really cool glowy marbled effect. How's that music for you guys? Can you hear it? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet?
Probably err on the side of too quiet.
Hmm?
So I would probably err on the side of too quiet.
Well, yeah. Okay, Manny says it's great, so there's that. Thank you, Manny.
What? You know what? I can't help you. You're dead.
It's like super generic YouTube music. Yeah, it's... I think what I'm gonna do... like, would you guys rather hear me singing? Because I don't know these songs, and it just makes me feel like I've got commercials going in the background. Oh, Thor Ragnarok was awesome. Randy's gonna be releasing the video review that we did of it in a couple of days on his channel. But I really liked it. Sorry. Is it like, I'd rather hear you sing, and then it's Randy going, ah.
It's just
The call of my people.
They keep just like blocking me, my own teammates.
Right.
So finally I'm like,
Hey,
fine,
Hayden, take
I'll
it.
use your body.
Azimuth.
And then they're like,
Sorry.
oh, you want me to take a hit? No, I gotta go.
No, I can't take no hits.
I know.
Aw. Well, I'm glad, Crystal.
So they're sitting at full health, they can take a hit. Nope. Let me guess, Azimuth is all in the play, dude.
Oh, Azimuth.
What are they saying?
No, he's saying, hey, Brissy, actually, I have a question for you. You're an Aussie or Kiwi or something, right? It's like, oh my god, Azimuth, you can't just ask people that. Jiminy Christmas, Azimuth, I'm pretty sure that's like, is that racist? Like,
Different kinds of racist. You're one of the big names, right?
yeah, Karen says, I wish the Comic Cons weren't so expensive. You're telling me. The color of my people. No, liquid eyeliner I don't think would be permanent enough. At least not on glass. This one's gonna be a great big.
Trip me one more time.
There was a debate in my fire training that in the southern hemisphere the sun would hit the north. Okay, you can't just ask people why they're white, right? Aussies and Kiwis don't mind if you ask generally. Right on. Oh boy. Ooh, right on. I've always wanted to go to, like, I want to go to a convention in another country. Like, I think that would be amazing. Also, last eye before we do colors. So less people.
I am a terrible, terrible person.
Well, go look when the sun comes up. I've missed you, Azimuth. I'm sorry I haven't talked to you. I haven't been on Messenger in ages.
You know why I'm a terrible person?
Why are you a
'Cause I
terrible
went out of my way to
personality?
block this guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well.
And all he had to say was, really? It's like, yes, the entire match. That's what you've been doing to me. You better believe, really.
Water is wide, I can swim. And, yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing on this one. And neither have I wings to fly. Hey, Dione. What do you do if your fingernail polish is thick? They sell nail polish thinners on the market. Though more often than not, I'll just use it to, you know, just adapt to the polish being thick, or maybe get a fresh bottle or mix it with another one that's kind of runny or something. Sam says, I walked out my back door and looked at the sun and the hills behind me and then realized I don't even know what is north, south, or east or west. That is pretty rough. No, don't block people. What are you doing? No, I'm accidentally touching my screen and I don't mean to. And I don't. There we go.
You cannot surrender. You need to learn to play, buddy. End of story.
Hey, Frisk. It's good to see you in here. So we've gotten 10 pupils painted. Which that sounds like it could be part of a Christmas song. Which we're gonna have to come up with a 12 Days of Crafty Christmas parody if it kills us. So now we get to pick boop 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 what color to paint. I'm gonna paint 5 of them in, I think I'm gonna do a silver and black to start off. Really kind of basic. Wow, thank you, Dark Road. That'd be totally cool. I always feel like somebody's watching me. You all gotta stop getting that stuck in my... Where's my headphones? I'm listening to music. Hey, Randy, do you have some headphones I can wear? Like in that drawer or something?
You know where it is. You're welcome to it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this around for just a sec. Did I click the button? No. Okay. Now, how about now? There it is. Hey, everybody. Oh, God, my face. Oh, God. Why does this keep happening? Gotta do something with this. But yeah, I was just gonna take a minute. I'm kind of hunched over. Hey, Hoodle. Always feels like somebody's watching me. Coming on, derp and derp derp. Hey, Cole. Can you suggest anything else besides a glue gun to glue the flowers onto the gazebo house you were doing? I keep burning myself with the glue gun. I don't know of anything else that would be as quick setting that wouldn't melt. Like, some super glues can really, melt stuff. E6000, Penny, that's a good idea. But again, it's like maybe a 5-minute, but that might be too drippy. I don't know. Maybe go with a low temperature heat gun. Might be the way to go about it. Pro tip, don't touch yourself with the tip of the glue gun.
That doesn't sound very pro tip.
I don't know if that'll work, Asmith. Eileen's? I don't know. Oh, it feels... So I gotta go find some headphones so that I can get some music into my head that is not copyright infringing, but also doesn't sound like commercial music. We're questioning, have you watched Stranger Things? Oh my God, Randy and I just finished season 2 and it has changed my life. I'm going to do a giant watercolor painting of the Mind Flayer. Asmith, that's enviable. I think I have like 80 unread messages on my Facebook. Oh, Rick and Morty! No. Are these for the craft crates? Would you make a blue and purple and copper for me? I'll try my best to do that, Shelly. Send me a message on Patreon and I'll try to remember. So, hey, Stefan. What about Rick and Morty? Says Asmith. I'm finding headphones. I'll be right back. You come talk. Oh no, you lost, honey.
We lost hard.
Oh really?
Yeah, they tried to surrender halfway through, and I was like, no, you need to learn to play. You're
so
gonna
you
stay
didn't let
here.
your team surrender?
No, they're gonna stay here, and they're gonna die repeatedly.
Do you know where you have like an extra pair of headphones?
Yeah,
Over here. A pair of cords. Which have I? I found a bunch of hair.
that's good. Did you not think about it?
I don't know what I did. I find it again. And then
Sure.
never again.
Biggest lie ever told.
Oh. Because I can't have music playing out loud or they'll shut me down. Bang, bang, you shut me down. Bang, bang, my baby cry. Bang, bang, my baby shut me down. Yeah, I have no headphones. How does this even happen? I don't have any headphones. I'm super sad. And I could have sworn Randy bought me like 3 pairs. And I've lost all of them. How many people put stuff places where you know it'll be safe and you won't lose it, then never see them again? Hey, Friction. I don't have earbuds. I don't have... Do what, Randy?
I like to place things in the drawer of requirement.
In the drawer of requirement. But then apparently I never need it again. Because I never find it again. Hmm?
It's never required.
It's never required. So I don't get to listen to music. Bah. Because I was going to put on some like Mumford & Son. And then the shirt is no longer available. It was so perfect for you too. Who's your favorite character in Stranger Things?
Dustin.
Oh. Do it?
Dustin.
Toothless.
Yeah.
The dog.
Dog.
The
Will's dog?
demo dog?
Will's dog?
Will's dog? Will has a dog?
Yes. Yes, Will has
I
a
don't
dog.
remember the dog in season 2.
He ate the ham off the counter.
At the end of season 1.
No, at the end, at the beginning of season 2.
Really?
Yes.
Because it was like Christmas or something?
Something.
Okay. Okay, bye Cassandra. We're getting back to work.
Believe her lies.
Turn that around. I can sing whatever I want. It's just I can't sing it very well and I don't know the words, so I was gonna put some Pandora music into my ear holes and sing it poorly to you guys. Yeah, it's Randy's favorite kind, he says. Yup. I have a pen. I have an apple. I have a pen apple. Randy goes, you stop that. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to angle this up just a bit. There we are. So the colors I'm using right now are... Does this even have any in it? Silver Mercedes. This one is Silver Mercedes color by Pure Ice. Can I make eyes out of beans? Like canned beans? Those look like leeches in a glass sphere. Ew, I can see that though. And then this one is Sally Henson's Satin Glam. Metal Iced. My slime account? I have no idea. You always log in for me. This one's Onyx Rock. 870 if the camera would focus on it. Which it won't. There we go, kind of-ish. I use a lot of Sally, a lot of Pure Ice. Here is Throwback Jam. Hey, Mia. And then I am going to be using more of the black. So what we're going to be doing... Do I need adult supervision to do the eyes? Only if you can't be trusted to not eat them or, you know, do anything that's going to harm yourself or others. Oh, well, thank you for subscribing to Randy Leathersmith. So I'm going to come through and I'm just doing the edging. Hey, Julie. And then the high sheriff, he told his deputy... It was still stuck in my head from yesterday. Bring 'em dead or alive. Oh no, bring 'em dead or alive. I'm actually gonna go through and try to remember as much of the Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack. That's a good movie though. I love that movie. Hey, thanks, Carrie.
I guess it's just one movie.
Yeah, maybe. I honestly couldn't tell you what it was, Randy. And I'm dead or alive. Oh Lord, and I'm dead or alive. And then the high sheriff told his deputy, and he gone down on the Lazarus. Oh, Canadian gamer, I can't paint a fart, so I'm blocking you. Got dead or alive. Oh Lord, I'm dead or alive. Hey, Maya in New Zealand. I think it'd be amazing to go to New Zealand. I think it'd be amazing to go anywhere. I'm super excited, even when it's like, we get to go to Joplin, which is like the next town over. I'm like, oh my god, look at this town, look at these people, look at this stuff. Go to sleep, little baby. Go to sleep, little baby. Mama's gone away and your daddy's gonna stay. Didn't leave nobody for the baby. Go to sleep, pretty baby. Don't you weep, little baby. Mama's long gone with the red shoes on. Gonna get nobody but the baby. Ooh, congrats on your nasturtiums. Congratulations on your flowers, Phil. Oh, well, thank you, Carrie. There's like 3 songs ever that aren't offensive entirely to my ears when I sing them, so it's, I don't know. I've been practicing a lot, so thank you. I wish I could take voice lessons and, like, I don't know, learn from something other than YouTube, but YouTube's been doing me pretty good so far. Bring them dead or alive. Oh, bring them dead or alive. Go to sleep, little baby. Don't you weep, pretty baby. Everybody's gone with the cotton and the corn. Didn't leave no other loving baby. Don't you weep, pretty baby. Go to sleep, my little baby. Lay your bones on the alabaster stones and be my ever-loving baby. The black that I'm using is LA Colors Art Deco. This was sent to me by one of my friends here on YouTube. And it was like the best thing ever because I absolutely love this little brush. Oh my gosh, Azimuth, I could watch Oh Brother, Where Art Thou all the time, every time. Hey, Randy. If you had to be, if you were a character from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, which character would you be? You'd be Dilbert!
I'd be Dilbert.
Do what?
I'd be Dilbert.
Which one would I? Would I be Everett?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to be Everett! I'm a Dapper Dan, man. I do like painting these. Oh yeah, and you can use any fine-tipped, like nylon works great.
Hey,
You want
this awesome skin?
Sure. Do I have to buy it?
I'll buy it.
Honey, do whatever you like.
Do you want it?
Which one is it?
It's
If is it?
Nebula Medusa. I can't stop.
Sure, do it.
It's on your account. Do you want it?
Go for it. I want to be the mean one. Which one's the mean one? That's Everett. Azimuth. Or that? Are you meaning like John Goodman's character? That mean one. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away.
Getting a murder.
What the hell was that? You startled me, Randy.
Get to work.
No, I can't get to work. Asmus says I want to be John Goodman. Oh no. Hey Jerry in Alaska. You made everybody laugh, honey.
I think you're laughing.
No, it's because Anastasia says, "Ah, Randy in the morning." Randy does hillbilly, like, been eating cigarettes since he was born voice so well, like Sling Blade style. And it's like sometimes, very rarely, am I able to get him to actually sing along with me. And the only times that I am able to get him to sing, he sings in that voice, that like hillbilly Sling Blade voice that's like so off-putting.
No,
But I was not expecting it. That totally, yeah, is Sling Blade for sure.
Why are your sayings like this?
What are you talking about, honey?
Oh, everything is wrong.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm making a mess. In the morning, when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Hey, Kristen. Do it again, Randy. Louder, says Penny. Welcome back. Get that man some French fried taters. You can yell at your game all that you want, but you have to do it in different voices, okay? Ah, excellent. Because I know it makes him super happy to do voices. And I'm not saying that he's not good at them now, but he used to be amazing at doing his voices. But then, like, I was super stressed out, and he kept doing John Travolta.
Then he had a girlfriend.
But then he got a girlfriend, and it ruined his career as a voice actor. But no. Find it a little ironic you're saying Christian hymns while you're painting heathen amulets. Well, that's fair.
That's one way of looking at it.
We take all kinds here, Asmuth. Actually, probably my favorite hymn of all time. And it's like, and I didn't grow up, you know, kind of religious. Like, we just didn't go to church. Like, you know, we lived kind of far off in the woods. The first church I went to, actually, was, everybody called him Dan the Preacher Man, and it was at the nudist camp. On Sundays, whenever he would be at the campground, he would host a, like, kind of a non-denominational, congregating, at the gazebo by the pond. I do ship everywhere. Oh, and I just realized, I guess I can move this over here. And so it's my first experience of church was naked in the woods. So this church, this brush was given to me. And you could use any thin-tipped brush. But my favorite hymn, though, is what's it? Let's go down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who will wear a starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, mothers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. So, another stranger. Okay, we can't do too many spoilers, Frisk. So, right, Shelly, Asmuth's being a bit of a troll. So it's, I just roll with it when he's trolling. Do what, Randy? Got any good memes in there? Well, Stranger Things, Bo, I actually grew up at a nudist camp. But as far as, okay, so spoilers, season 2, Stranger Things spoilers, you guys.
No.
I was devastated. Maya, I am painting with nail polish. That's actually what I'm using here. Is I just got some out, because I don't want to goop up my whole brush. I was gonna say, I don't see how dragons have to be heathen, LOL. Well, something to everybody.
That was awesome.
Let's
I just
go
froze a
down
dragon.
to the river to pray. A starry crown. But yeah, as far as Bob's death go on Stranger Things, I was... poor Bob. He's my favorite. He was my favorite. I was like, Bob is flippin' awesome.
Bob was in the Goonies.
Friday says, I am a boy, therefore I have no nail polish. Can I use shoe polish instead? That's not the same thing. And fortunately, nail polish is super inexpensive. And if you're embarrassed to, I don't think you should be, but if you're embarrassed to buy it in person, I actually have links down in the video description where you can go and buy some off of Amazon. And that way it's, you don't have to explain it to your friends or your, you know, regular cashier person at the Walmart or the Walgreens or something. So Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over to another year? Just spare me over till another year. What is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me? I am death, none can excel. I open the door to heaven or hell. It's a song, Oh Death. I bet Randy, well, I didn't bet him, but I told him I was going to sing through the entire Oh Brother, Where Art Thou soundtrack, as much as I could remember. So, that's what I'm doing.
Telling me that?
Do what?
You were telling me that?
Yeah, I was telling you that.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And you were like, oh, okay, baby. I'm not just talking to the phone, honey. Yeah, for all Randy knows, like, he's not moderating, so I could not be recording right now and just talking out loud to the phone, which he says has happened before. I get lonely pretty easily.
No, you think you're recording, and then you're like, what?
Yeah, I think I'm recording, and then it's like, oh no. Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? The brush that I'm using is just a fine-tipped synthetic brush. Rinsing it out in some, can I zoom this out? There we go. Rinsing my brush out in a little dish of acetone, which actually smells worse than the nail polish. I wish I had a cap for it. Abigail asks, when is your birthday? Oh, I don't know the Minstrel Boy song. My birthday's in August. August 6th. And then it's wasted a little bit. I globbed out way more than what I needed, but it's the way of things. Tidy up my work surface before my next color. Yeah, we've got windows open and I've got fans venting out into the thing. Morgana says, Yvonne, you're brave to sing. I love your voice. I've been with my husband 10 years and still won't sing in front of him. Oh no, well poor Randy. I've always sung in front of him, but it hasn't always been so well. And even then, I don't feel like I have like an exceptional singing voice. I've just practiced and I enjoy it. It is a nail art brush, but you could also use, here's one. This is another synthetic brush that was sent to me. And I'm actually going to experiment with this one. That way... Oh, Anastasia says my birthday's in 2 days. I feel so old. Well, happy early birthday. And also keep in mind, aging is a luxury that not all of us can afford. I hope I get to be old one day. So I know that, it's pretty prevalent, especially in my experience in American culture, that, youth is valued, I think, too much. It's like, so it's, don't feel bad about aging. It's a wonderful thing. These that I'm painting here are 1 inch or 25 millimeters. Should tour Australia. You have a huge fan base. Assy roll call. Right on. Sam, I'd love to. I would absolutely love to go to Australia.
Worth it.
The water is wide, I can't swim, and neither have I means to find. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I leaned my back against an oak, thinking it was the strongest tree, but first it bent You know, and that's something that, as far as, you know, the, make one of them a rainbow, that's a good idea, Asmith. I guess I'm just odd. I listen to hymns, I listen to pagan music, like, you know, like, very specific, you know, very specifically pagan music, like, not just hippie sounding stuff, but, you know, I listen to, oh, I love the old style, like, Catholic, Gregorian chants and different things. I love listening to, you know, kind of more of the, like, Middle Eastern temple music, which I don't know how Americanized it's been, but I still like listening to it. A lot of the hippie music that I listen to during yoga is, like, you know, excerpts from the different Vedas and different things from the Hindu religions. So it's like, you know, it's when people are like, oh, well, this is that. And I'm like, no, well, this is that to you, but maybe it's something to someone else. You know, so it's, I don't know. Bye, Val. Well, that's cool. That's really cool, Mia. You know, a passion for art will take you far for sure. Even if it's just doing it for yourself and enjoying it. Yes, Bob Marley. Which I listen to all sorts of stuff. Hey, man. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Nicola. Old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. Old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. Oh, Sound of Silence? Okay. I'll take requests. From the window to the wall. No, okay. Sorry, that's all I know of that song. It's 6:47 in the afternoon. Thanks, Maria. Yeah, it's a little early for that. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. For a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, beneath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my cop to the cold and damp. Friday, the way that the copyright works is like I can sing and perform and do covers of stuff all day long. It's whenever I play someone else's rendition of it that's copyrighted that I get in trouble. Will's waving lighter. And my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light, and touched the night, and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. Randy! Randy's yelling at his game. Shut up, baby, I'm trying to sing!
Yeah, I just look back, he's still following me.
I'm sorry, I tried to sing you a nice somber song. It's just not happening today. People talking without speaking.
Yeah, no, I just look back, he's still
People
there.
hearing without listening. People writing songs that voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Right, Crystal? Fool, said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words. Bye, Mia. Nina. Oh no, Manny says Randy is disturbing the sound of silence for sure.
Oh, nice. They didn't retreat.
He's full of gamer rage. It's okay, I can't hold it against him.
Much rage.
Yeah. Ooh, Kristen, that sounds really good. Steak and portobello TV dinner. Oh, well, until I read the TV dinner part, I don't much. I think I had too many TV dinners as a kid that now I'm like, no, thank you. Oh no. Gamer rage, yeah. Came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. You wrecked me. You wrecked me.
Well, all things considered, I didn't do bad for a 6-month-old build.
That's fair.
You really need to...
Brissy asks, how's the healthy eating going? Well, I ate a literal bucket of popcorn the other day at Ragnarok. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten totally derailed. I think tomorrow Randy and I are gonna go grocery shopping.
Yeah, that's probably...
Which would be wise. But it's, I don't know, we did okay. We had friends, Lauren and Zach came over for about a week, and we had a fantastic time. But, you know, it's like, I feel bad. I'm not going to force my friends to, you know, be on a diet just because I am. So we ate a lot of food and junk food and all sorts of stuff, so. You come, you came, da, ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah? I actually, I can't remember the name of the person whose version of Wrecking Ball I enjoy. There were a couple, like, spoofs of, like, rotund, hairy men, naked, swinging around on wrecking balls, who actually did a really good job of the song, but I can't remember the name of the band, so... The red is like, go on. I didn't know you saw that video of me. Right. You can't get when you walk away, you don't hear me say, I will always love you. You have never hit so hard in love.
Yeah, there's a building just pulled it out of my purse.
Well, that'll be good, Randy.
See how that...
Vaughn, it was Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner?
I don't know if it
think he
was
the big
Hugh
burly guy
Hefner
on the wrecking ball.
Na 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 na. So I'm running super low on this silver, so I'm actually going to show you guys how I'm going to mix up a little bit more of it. Come on, phone, how do you zoom out? There we go. And man, my hand is like super crampy, like right here from leather working. Like, I don't know if you can see, but this one's like super, super crampy. So to mix up more of this, what I'm going to do is I am taking my silver Pearl X, and I'm sure I've got some clear coat somewhere up here. Yeah. And I get just, because this clear coat stuff, you can see it's super runny. You can tell the way that, you know, bubble in it kind of flows around. Hey, baby. How you doing? Taking a break from your game? You're just in queue? I came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah, I don't know. Can I use lead instead of silver? I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Yeah. Randy says no. Honestly, I would probably take his advice. So I just grabbed something on hand. I've got this little chisel. And I'm just going to try to scoop up. That nubbit just work, would you? Yeah, scooping up a bunch onto the thing. It was Steve Carindel on YouTube. That makes sense. Just get in the flask. Oh, Lord. Okay, that's not working. Just making messes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the paintbrush. Making Christmas. Oh, no, I just stuck my finger in my paint. Randy, I'm a mess.
No comment.
Judge me, monkey.
Lar.
Lols.
Is this Lawrence?
Huh. No, that's Izzy's.
Oh.
From Halloween.
Yeah. You just got like stuff falling off.
Mm-hmm. What did I use to do this last time? Because this doesn't feel very effective.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to mix up more Pearl X nail polish pigment.
You'll never share your secrets with me, wizard.
What? That's not true at all.
Wizard.
You're a wizard. I think about clear nail polish. Yeah. Okay, so I want this to be seriously, like, dense pigment, so I'm, putting a lot in there. When you walk away. Yeah, Nina. You got on, how about the song On Top of the Roof? Fiddler on the Roof?
Tradition?
If I were a rich man. Try to not make a giant mess.
It's tradition.
Tradition.
Nike,
Hey, Onia. Oh, lots, but we're going to be here for a minute, so. Gallivant. I don't really know anything from Gallivant, so that used most of that one. We used a leather tool that was a small scoop-like thing. Right, my modeling spoon. I don't know what I did with that.
Oh.
Why did you just throw your empty cup at me?
Well.
Why did you just throw your half-empty cup of Coke all over my Dremel?
What?
Randy! You're being bad again.
You.
Hey, Randy.
You.
Don't tell me to shh. No, I think I'm hungry. Yeah. Do you wanna... Yeah, I shouldn't be hungry. I just ate like 30 pounds of barbecue earlier today. Had some Avenue Q in my head. Right on.
What in your head?
Does Randy ever do how-to videos? He does, but for video games. So, like, Let's Plays and how to... Bad Randy. Bye, Randy, says Kristen. So, I'm shaking the crap out of this. And we're going to see how it looks.
She's got the shakes.
I got the shakes.
The rattles.
And that makes a really nice silver. It could, I think it could do with more pigment. When you walk away. I haven't done blue ones yet, Onia. I've only done some silver. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, I will always love you. See, I'm going to put a little bit more. Has Randy heard of the game Fortnite? Have you heard of the game Fortnite, Randy?
I don't know.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Possibly?
He says possibly.
But I could be thinking of 5 minutes ago.
There has to be an easier way of doing this. Vaughn, why do you do this?
Jeez, Vaughn, why do you eat it?
I don't know, honey. Vaughn. What's up, Twisted? Oops, gotta go get my cat.
Oh, you jerk and a half.
The fumes. Oh, a little paper funnel would be a good idea. That's a very good idea. If not, I insist you watch it. Right on.
Somebody recommended I play
Oh,
Paper... No, not Paper Mario.
Cat Mario?
Cat Mario. And I really don't think
Does anyone have any tips on how to stay motivated as a crafter when dealing with chronic illness, chronic pain, and chronic fatigue? No, because it all sticks to the brush. I've been doing that like that for ages, so... But it's good to think that way. Through chronic illness, I recommend sticking to stuff that inspires you and brings you joy. A lot of what we do as as business people can get pretty, it's like grinding in a video game, like to get a task done and to do like a bunch of it, you know, like if that makes sense. You know, so I think if I were faced with a chronic illness, I would just do whatever's bringing me joy that day, if that makes sense. Only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark. Same old empty feeling in your heart. 'Cause love comes slow when it goes so fast. Oh, what the? Yvonne, did you use a picture frame for your painting area and just graph paper under the glass? I sure did, Brett. And I love the graph paper. Like, it helps me to do the pupils more centered and symmetrical when I feel like doing it that way. And it gives me something that cleans up very easily. You know, because, like, I've worked on plastic surfaces, and it will, hey, Rena! And it will, some plastics, the enamels will disintegrate, or, like, kind of eat through, which is no bueno.
Who keeps hitting me with that?
Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
No, they have a stupid Halloween potion,
Ah.
and when it hits you, your screen blanks out for a second.
What? Why?
Because
This
it's
is
a Halloween
super
potion.
runny gray stuff, though, but I think it's going to be really nice for letting the pigments kind of settle. Laminated placemats work real good because when you get yucky, you control more. Right on. Vaughn. Kev suffers chronic illness. He started to craft, take his mind off of it. He started making the pens that he sent you, so he crafts his therapy. Right on. That's really cool. Is it wrong I'm also watching 2 separate friends stream paranormal investigations while I watch you? Not at all. But yeah, you can see, like, right here, how that separates out. Doing the really thick globbed on here, whoop, will start to separate out. Because they'll kind of, you can get some really interesting patterns with the Pearl X pigments. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. He once was a true love of mine.
What? Oh, bad lag. Bad lag. Why would you
Oh
do
no,
that?
I've got so much stuff all over my fingers, the phone isn't registering. Okay, it's letting me zoom out now. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Tell that bitch to make me a shirt. Do 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 do. Bye, Bo. Food, Vaughn. Get food. You need food, right? But before I can do food. I gotta do more stuff. Alright, everything is intact. What? Well, that's fair, Azimuth. But then, from my perspective, I think I'm pretty okay on the end, like, opposite end of the spectrum from, like, extremists. When it comes to literally anything, I don't get extreme about anything except for my crafting and making messes. But it's like, so everything's chill from my perspective. Like, oh, hey man. Hey man. Ugh, except for that pupil, what the heck? It looks like a slug. Do you see? Do you see the little slug? No, because my camera won't focus on it. Ooh! Steph did a crap. Congratulations, Steph, on having a good... But do you see how it's like a little slug? Oh, and Azimuth, I lost our snail. Hubert Snailworth. Yeah, the one that I fed, like, cabbage or lettuce to. Eat your lettuce, snail. Because, again, this hails back to the conversation we had one time about how I think snails are adorable because they have shells, but slugs are like bums. It's like, get a house, you slug, or something. Nice. Man, my hand's like, this muscle, like, I know you guys can't see, but it is hand massage time. Because from my leather working yesterday, shows your palm again, someone can read it for you. You can see through all the paint and glitter. Squeak, squeak. Ugh. Don't say those things, Azimuth. Can snails climb stairs? I'm sure they can. Not over my floor, though. With enough time. What time is it there? I just came back from dinner. It is 7:06. Well, thank you, Ashley. Trying to... Yeah, if anybody wants to read my palms, go for it. Tell me my future. Steal my identity from 3D printing my fingerprints.
I wonder if that's a legitimate thing.
I bet that is probably a thing. If not, it is now.
Way to go, Vaughn.
Yeah, steal my identity and take my $38,000 in student loan debt. That'd be nice. If anybody wants to steal my identity and pay off my college loan debt for me, you can have the degree. Like, I'll just send it to you. You can have it.
It does no good.
It does literally no good. Man, I am not doing so good. I'm not doing so hot today, you guys. Your future looks bright, Vaughn. Thanks, Bo. No, I have no supplies. And Steph, welcome to vendor life. When's your next show? Because that's why I'm popping out so many eyes all at once. It's because I desperately need inventory in December. Okay, you got a little bit of time. First weekend, right on. Ooh. Well, Carol said, Yvonne, our church asked me to come up with an idea for 2 acres of property for gardening for a community garden for the church. Is it best to have planter boxes? Honestly, it depends on your soil. Here in Missouri, it's like there's a gravel driveway mixed in with the dirt. It just grows rocks. So around here, a lot of, raised beds do very well. I'm doing the cross trainer watching you right on. Whereas, if you have like sandy soil or something, that's actually pretty easy to amend with like getting some like manure and straw and things. You can build up the like kind of humusy content, get it to, because sandy soil usually drains pretty quickly, so you'll get some like malnutrition problems with your plants. Because it doesn't, the nutrients don't kind of hold in there.
Please help me. Oh, you a-hole.
Hey, Randy.
It's the nicest thing I could say.
Yeah? Vaughn, read what Eccentric said. Okay, how far back was it? Slugs are just nudist snails. I like that. Okay, that's a change of perspective. We used to haul what they call gorilla dirt to Humboldt County. That's what I use in my garden, and the plants go crazy. But I also watch you about cardboard. I don't get that. I put down the cardboard to it keeps the crabgrass down, like the crab and Bermuda grass, and it also earthworms will come up and start to kind of like eat in the in the cardboard, if that makes sense. Azimuth says, "Get good or QQ." Get good, scrub. Azimuth is sassing you. Go QQ in your baby bed.
I can only get so good about walking through players.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
He keeps getting body blocked by his own team.
Quite annoying. I mean, we're dominating. It's just, ugh.
Kelly says, "Nice to meet you too. What are your interests?" I don't know if you're talking to me, Kelly. I'm 13. Do you think there's a chance for me to become an artist? I've been practicing for about 1 year. I'm honestly of the opinion that if you create art, you are an artist. Whether you're a 5-year-old drawing with crayons, or if you're 70 and doing, masterpieces that sell for millions of dollars. It's like, it's all about you and what you're doing. Now, I think if you keep practicing and following your passion and learning as much as you can, and, kind of pursuing professional avenues, then yeah, you can definitely, become an artist. Because with becoming a professional artist, it's not about being the best at something. And this goes for a lot of things where you're creating. I am not the best jewelry person. I don't do the best eyes. I don't do the best chainmail. I don't do the best wire wrapping. I don't do the best leather, or polymer clay, or anything that I do. I'm not the best. And I'm going to flip this around and talk to you guys for a minute, because this is something that I feel like super important, that so many people, and even whenever I was younger, like in high school, like I wanted to be the best flute player. And it's like, you can get first chair at your school, but then it goes up to the county level. And so you can work and you can get first chair at county level, then there's state level. And so you can work and you can get first chair at state or regional, or, but whenever it boils down to it, are you having fun? Because that's the point. Making music is about having fun, because there can only be one best. And that's also with things like music and art and, different things. You could be the best classical player, but maybe not the best jazz, or the best, do you know what I mean? And so don't focus on being the best at anything. Focus on doing your best and getting the most joy out of it. Because that's the point. When people go and they watch a band perform, they're not going and being like, they're technically the best guitar player I've ever listened to. No, they're going to be like, yeah, this is good music. And they're going to be like bumping and hanging out and having a lot of fun. And art is the same way. You don't have to be technically the best, because you might be very good at doing impressionistic style art, or 3D art, or things that are like really impactful, like, right on. Azimuth says to quit good or QQ. I also quit flute because it wasn't fun after qualifying for state. Right on. And what was I saying? Yeah, it's not about being the best. So to become employed as an artist, like recently, for those of y'all who follow me on Facebook, I shared a link of someone else's video that was, don't focus on being perfect, focus on completing something. Because whenever you're, as an artist, whenever you're building a portfolio, they don't necessarily want to see your sketchbook of half-finished ideas. They want to see your portfolio. I mean, the sketchbooks are really awesome as well, but they want to see a portfolio of completed pieces. And it doesn't have to be the most perfect, no, to be complete, to have finished it. And so that means a lot. And so that's something that I feel like what has made Randy and I, yeah, there's a couple of naked ladies in the background, actually, Ellie. Welcome to my house. And if you look further in the distance, I've got some naked neighbors. Yeah, Pontoon, I do chainmail. But what I feel like has helped Randy and I be successful as professional artists, this dragon eye isn't perfect, but I like it. And somebody else will like it and they'll think that it's perfect. But I'm not focusing today on making the most perfect dragon eye. You know, that's never the goal. It's I'm going to make a dragon eye. And just however it comes out, that's how it's gonna be. You know, and I can tweak it and stuff, but it's like, or I could spend 20 years painting and erasing and repainting this one dragon eye, but, you know, the first one that I painted today and the 50th that I'll paint today, I'm going to have grown in between those two. That doesn't make that first one any less perfect, you know, by any definition of the term. What Brett said. And she's into leather too. I love your attitude. This is why you're inspiring. You mentor others. You have passion. You're alive. I sincerely love your drive. Well, thank you. I think I can feel pretty confident in the way that I am right now because in my youth, you know, I'm so old, like 29. No, but whenever I was younger, I focused a lot on wanting to be the best, and I was plagued constantly with this feeling of inferiority. Asmith says, your dragons might be good, but Randy is trash at that game. Randy's gonna cut you, Asmith. He just made a face. I think he's trolling you, Randy.
Yeah, I know he is.
He says, I know he is, but I'll punch you in the throat. Asmith, keep in mind you're moving in with us, and Randy is bigger than you. He has to wait a month. You might be fast in ninja-y, but Randy's like a bear, man. He'll tear you apart. He's not so slow himself. I don't know if he catches you when your back's thrown out. I just won't mention that. But yeah, it's to answer your original question, I definitely think you can be an artist. I know for a fact that you can be an artist. If you apply yourself, if you roll with the punches, and if you pursue your joy, you're an artist. So, yeah, I know 29's not old, Lynn, but I've been hanging out with my friend Lauren, and she's like 21. Like, she's super young. Like, I'm looking back, and there's some gaps there, and then I hang out with my friend Izzy, who's like 14. So there's definitely, age is relative, old is relative. Because I remember when I was Izzy's age, I don't know, 30 was old. It was like, oh no, you're a grown up. Ew. I know. Ashley says I'm 30 and feel ancient. Friday says, how do you deal with the death threats when people hate your art? I delete them. Like, no one has ever been rude to me, to that extent, in person. I've had some people fat shame me. I've had people, be very critical, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, I don't know, I just let it roll off. Like, I'll get upset sometimes, but for the most part, it's like, don't rain on mine. We've got umbrellas at this parade, okay? So you can rain on our parade all you want. It's not gonna stop us. But online, I've had people be horrendous, and I'm like, delete. So, yes. So that's how I deal with it. But it's like, cause I mean, what? You know, if people are gonna be, I don't understand the troll mentality of being just hateful. I don't know. People can be really mean, Ashley. So it's, I don't know. Oh, my coffee's cold. Oh well. There's no bugs in it. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted, maybe trolling can be an art too. And also, just because somebody makes art doesn't mean you have to like it. So Friday, trolling might be an art, but that doesn't mean you have to be patient with it. Or, you know, it's like, you can just delete it. You know, if you go to a museum, an art museum, and you don't like something, you don't have to stand there and look at it. Any leather in the coffee today? A wild ember appears. Hey, little girl. kitten. She's been so sad since Lauren went home. I'll give you my bar stool so you can jump up on the seat. Well, get up here then. Sorry, I'm trying to get my cat to come hang out with me. Ember. Oh, such a pretty kitten. I do love you. You want to come knock everything over and swish your tail through my eyes? You could get paint all over your butt. I know that makes you super duper happy. Y'all watch her hop up here. You can kind of see. Cause she has hip dysplasia, she has to hop up on the stool, and then I have to like beg her to come sit next to me. Come on. Oh, such a pretty kitty. Yes, you are. You're the prettiest kitty in the whole house. She's the only cat in the house, but don't tell her that. Please come hang out with me. I'm not gonna beg. Did you see her put her ears back? She's like, well, why not? Yeah, Steph was like, well, I was just gonna say, isn't she the only cat? She doesn't know that. She doesn't speak English, you guys. And she's not interested in closing that language barrier. Trust me, I've tried. I'm like, 1 meow for yes. Meow. 1 meow, 2 meows for no. Meow. Dang it, cat. Oh, haha. I'll make you hang out with me because I love you. Oh, I'm rubbing her pity paws and she's so mad. Oh. Sup, little kitten? Ember hugs. How many shows do you have coming up? Steph, we only have 2 conventions in November. And then 1 craft show in December. And then we're off of work until February. Because we did not get into OhioCon again. Well, haven't gotten in yet. Haven't heard back from them one way or the other. But for like 4 years now, they don't send us rejection letters or anything. We just don't hear from them at all. And so we're like, well, I guess we didn't get in. But if they never take our money, then we didn't get in. OhioCon is in Columbus, Ohio in January. It's an anime convention. And the years that we vended there, gosh, we did exceptionally well. And so we always lament not getting to go. But we were going to try to budget in going and teaching panels at their convention. But we just weren't able to get it locked down before... oh, wow, right on. We weren't able to get it locked down before the sign-up date closed. So, because I didn't want to sign up for panels and then it turned out us not be able to go and have to cancel. So, I'm going to get this flipped around. Yeah, and Travis says, you're not really off work. You're just on the road, still making stock for your store and booth. Yeah, it's a little bit of a breather, which honestly, the weather in January is pretty awful. Making money, Angie says, how much does it cost to go? If I recall, last time we vended at OhioCon, it was about $500 for a 10x10 booth, and that didn't include hotel fee, parking, food, travel, anything. So I'm duct taping my brace while I watch. Right on. Only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing her. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. 'Cause dreams come through and they go so fast. Close your eyes. Harmony asks, where do you get your inspiration from? Randy says I steal it from children when they sleep, but that proved to be very, like, non-economical.
Cost efficient.
It was not cost efficient. But no, Randy inspires me quite a bit.
In your sleep.
Not just in my sleep, but the other day, was it last night or the night before that it was 2 nights ago, I had a dream. I was talking to Randy. I was trying to, get ideas for tutorials. So Sleep Vaughn and Sleep Randy were talking to each other, like in my dream. And I was like, well, hey, what should I do for these tutorials? I was thinking I need to do some more stuff with flat wire. But how do I get the cabs set, with more than just E6 or the 2-part epoxy? And Randy was like, well, why don't you just do the snake weave with the wires on either side of the flat wire and wrap it around and then keep going like how you normally would? And I was like, well, yeah, why don't I do that, Randy? And so, it's just, I don't know, that was funny. 'Cause like Randy gives me crap sometimes about, he's like, you never take my recommendations. And it's like, he's not wrong. Like, I'll usually take the seed of his idea and then make modifications to it, but I never don't argue with his recommendations. I'm like, oh, well, what if we did this different? And it's not me arguing or saying that his idea isn't good, it's just that's how I am. Which is horrible, because Randy's like, can't you just take one, just like without, Frankensteining it? Like, just this once. And he's like, oh, you'll listen to Dream Randy, but you won't. And so I was like, you can't get jealous of Dream Randy. Dream girl, you're the one for me. Asmith says, how rude, Vaughn. Yeah, I pretty am much a horrible person to Randy. Like, like, so much. And he's so patient with me, and I still just, I don't know. I should treat him better. And he's just over there like, oh, you should you? Oh, really? Oh, he's just nodding. He's just over there nodding. Shut your beautiful mouth, honey.
Shaking my head.
Okay, so now I'm going to be doing, just give him extra sugar. I don't want to give the man diabetes. Come on. And his back's been hurting him really bad, so it's like I'm trying to be like, hey, babe, you want to do some yoga? But our bed is horrible. And then he throws his cups at me. So we have a really healthy relationship. I'm pleased with it. No. They said, not that kind of sugar. We actually need more blues that aren't purple undertone. Like more like true blue looking colors. But you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, true blue.
So we need to go nail polish shopping, honey.
Wait, we actually need more blues?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, because a lot of them that I have are duplicate colors that we've almost used up. You make eyes reptilian, you are reptilian. Right on, I guess. Bye, Ashley. Asma says, Randy stopped yelling out his name. Did he get good?
I stopped yelling out my name?
Out at the game?
Oh.
I think he's playing against bots.
No, I'm playing on your account, so I'm severely lower in the skill tiers.
The paint the key was for me to let you know that you said you like duckies, so airbrush yourself a ducky. Got it. Does understand. Did you understand that one this time? I still don't know, Carol. Randy teases me and says, I ride a short, slow pony. You have to aim low and wait for me to catch up. Okay, I have to ask you, do you ever sometimes can't or just don't want to create?
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. No, honestly, that's kind of, I don't know. It's, I have I can't relax unless I have the stuff that I need done, because otherwise I just sit there and, like, kind of, like, fester. Um, and so, like, usually what happens is, you know, if I don't feel like doing chainmail, I'll do wire wrapping. If I don't feel like doing wire wrapping, I'll do some leather. If I don't feel like doing leather, I might do polymer clay, or I might paint, or I might weave macrame, or I might try something new, or I might, you know, go out to the garden and, you know, do a little bit. Yesterday, or was it yesterday that I 2 days ago, I harvested like an entire wheelbarrow full of sweet potatoes and got another bed kind of situated to start rotting down, you know, for spring planting and stuff. And so it's just, I don't know, there's always something to be done, and just about everything in my life has some sort of crafty element to it, I think. And then also, you know, if I don't want to do any of that, I might play some music, you know, on my guitar or my flutes or ocarina or something. So it's but I'm happiest when I'm doing something that I feel like is being productive. But sometimes, you know, like, I'll be like, hey, I don't feel like doing anything, and we'll go and watch, like, a Netflix show, or I'll waste a bunch of time with my face in Instagram, or, you know. But it's, I don't know, it's, I haven't been bored, like, actually bored, with nothing to do in about 12 years. Like, it just doesn't get to happen. That's way more productive than me. I just get drunk and watch YouTube. That's fair. And it's like, and this is gonna sound kind of, and I'm not complaining, but I still have this, I can't afford to be burnt out. I have this very deep and real fear, like burning, motivating fear and anxiety about the success that Randy and I have started to experience this past year. I'm very afraid of it at any second getting pulled out from under us. You know, so I'm like, yeah, we're doing really good right now, but I don't know if this will last until next month. I don't know if it will last a year from now. I don't know if, you know, and so I'm very worried about the longevity of, you know, any second now y'all are going to get tired of hanging out with me on YouTube and not, you know, not want to be patrons anymore, or not want to watch anymore, or, you know, and so I'm like, I got to do as absolutely good as I can right now to try to, you know, build a better future for Randy and I, so that way one day, what if we get sick? What if we can't do this anymore? So it's, that always keeps me, even if I feel burnt out, it's like, too bad, gotta keep going. Oh no, I hope you get to feeling better, Ellie. Aaron asks, Vaughn, how much do you think you make an hour doing this crafting? Honestly, not a whole lot. And it's really hard to gauge, because, like, some hours Randy and I will get, like if it's an earring day, we can get about $1,000 worth of earrings made in, like, an hour. But that does not necessarily translate into, we have $1,000 in our pocket now because we made these things. We still had, I think, Randy and I together, you know, both of us working, we made, like, what, 30,000? But that was, like, after a good bit of the expenses. I got disconnected. Okay, I'm back. If anybody's in here and can hear me, please, can you type and let people know to refresh the page? But hey, yeah, I'm back. It's, but, this is not something that Randy and I expect to get rich off of. But considering for years with Randy and I both working, like, day jobs, we only made like 12,000 in a year, both of our incomes together. And that was really hard. So Randy and I have lived for probably more than half of our life under the poverty level. So it's like, you know, even making, like, you know, 15,000 a year is like, oh my God, this is awesome. You know, we can go and see a movie maybe. So Well, and that's a really good point. Travis asks, true, but if you can make 1,000K of earrings in an hour, how can you only charge 100 for one of your time-consuming dragon eyes? They're beautiful, but probably way underpriced. With the dragon eyes, do what, Randy?
Very
They're very, very underpriced. But I would never sell any of them or get to make any of them if I actually charged what they're worth, which honestly, we should probably charge closer to 300 for the eyes, just for how much time and energy and skill and everything has gone into them. But it balances out because we can make a pair of earrings for 30 cents, and what was I saying? We can make a pair of earrings for 30 cents, but then sell them for 5. Whereas we could make the dragon eye and sell it for 100, but it sells much faster. So again, it balances out into a bigger picture. We don't consider as much the sale by sale as much as, right on. James says, I'm 62 and have never made over 15,000 in any one year, but I'm still here, always had a roof over my head, food on the table. Right on. And that's where I've been at my whole life is, Dad always made just a little too much from his disability for us to be on food stamps, but they also didn't really take into consideration, how much of that went to his medical expenses. So it's like, there were times that, we went to bed hungry. Just because we had watery beans for dinner, but it was, I don't know, it was kind of hard growing up. So I feel really fortunate that even in the old fixer-upper house that Randy and I live in, this is still, a really nice house compared to, where I lived at the campground and stuff. So it's, I don't know. And then, we meet people and they're like, sometimes they'll complain about, oh, well, I'm only making 60,000 a year. And I'm like, I can't even imagine what I would do with $60,000 a year. Like, to me, that sounds like just a huge amount of money. It's like all the beads I could buy. I would never run out of paint. Randy could go see every movie he wants to see ever. The color blue I'm using now, let me see. Let me put the cap back on it so I can turn it upside down. And it's, I don't know, and I don't want it to sound like I'm not grateful for what I have, because I'm super grateful for what we have right now. I'm using blue ribbon. This is, Salon Perfect. You can't really see because it's, kind of dark. I can't make $15 even if I sell my kidneys. Oh no. Tatiana says, that's so sad, Yvonne. I can't imagine to go to bed hungry. It's, I don't know, things were kind of rough as a kid, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to exaggerate it, but I'm really fortunate to, I think, have grown up as well-rounded as what I did, and to have never gotten into drugs, and to have never gotten into, things that would have debilitated me from getting to pursue what I love, so it's, right on. Steph says, last year I made 9,000 doing my crafting. I was pleased this year, far less. Right on. And see, and that's, I don't know, it's hard, I think, to buy a $250,000 house on a crafter's salary, if we can call it salary. And a lot of us have to have day jobs and juggle and stuff, but that's where I've been very fortunate to have, I guess, for lack of a better term, a marketable personality to where we can do YouTube and stuff and try to make a little bit here on the side. And, it's definitely helped cut down on our expenses to be able to promote our Etsy and stuff through YouTube and not have to travel to events. Because it's like 2016 was a really difficult year for conventions and shows and stuff. Because it's like, I don't know if we did 30 some odd shows last year. And I don't think we made over $10,000. Like, we had a horrible year. We had no savings put aside. Like, Randy had to get a job at a factory over the winter. So it can be hard. There can be hard years, for sure. But it's what we want to do, So we're real fortunate that we don't have children or people who rely on us, that, that we're obligated to, keep them a certain standard of living. And so, yeah, there's super worse things to be addicted to than buying yarn. Do I want to do this one scratchy? No, I'm going to keep doing them feathered. Do what, Randy?
I don't know. I've seen you go through withdrawals.
Yeah, I'm pretty addicted to buying yarn and beads and different things, but I don't know. I want to keep it on a positive note. I don't want to just talk about, I feel like I'm being kind of negative, and I don't like kind of focusing on that. It's, because, gosh, this year, though, it's amazing how blessed we've been. Like, so much. We've gotten to stay home more. We've been unanticipated success on Patreon and YouTube and everything, and just it's good to be kept busy by y'all. Yeah, this is definitely metallic art. If you went negative, you need to talk to me. No, you are Azimuth, I love you, but you can be an emo potato sometimes. Like, just super, like, I think it's going to be interesting to live together, just the diversity of characters that we'll have in the house. Because you are definitely the Eeyore of the group. Aaron says, Vaughn, I totally get where you're coming from. I pledged your Patreon and you've allowed me to express my art in so many new ways. Thank you so much for that. Well, thank you, Aaron. Like, a lot. Like, this is a 25 millimeter or 1 inch Cabochon. Jim says, you got to meet all of us. It's been a good year, right?
Oh, not to mention that with your new $10 thing.
Yeah.
If you're a patron, let us know whenever you try to join the Facebook thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise it's going to be really hard to let you in.
Right. That's something else too, guys, is we've started doing, Randy just brought it up, we've started doing digital content on our Patreon and on our Etsy. If you are a $10 or more patron, you get access to, we have a closed Facebook group where I don't have it open to posting or anything, because I don't really want to have multiple places to have to manage, keeping up with comments and stuff, but you can go into the file section and download templates. So for all of our leather working, for all of our like images, we're going to have some wallpaper art and different things, just all sorts of different stuff. You'll be able to go and download that. Will also have, I have drawn up the leather corset patterns, and those will be going up onto the private group as well, like the private Patreon group, as well as Etsy, probably in the coming month, just to give myself a lot of time. Ooh. Bo says, I got a whole bag of clear glass cabochons at the dollar store. Now, I want to show you guys something, a little bit of a difference between the stuff that I've gotten at the dollar store that is clear, and the cabochons that I buy off of Amazon. Which, if you're interested in these ones, there's a link down in the video description below where you can purchase some for yourself from Amazon. They're actually from the same supplier that I purchased from on AliExpress, but it's from a US-based distributor. So you're getting the same price, but you're not having to wait like a million years for it to arrive. So this is how, let me wash my brush out. Zooming out. Right on. So these ones are two different sizes, but I do have some kind of tucked away. These are the ones, the backs of them, that I get at the dollar store. And so these are 25 millimeter. This one's closer to like a 17 or 18 millimeter. But you can see how flat the back side of this one is, as opposed to the back side of this one. There it goes, the light. Kyrie asks, have you stopped for dinner yet? Nope. Do what, Randy? Dinner?
What's that?
I'm living off the fat of the land right now. My energy is starting to kind of dip down a bit, but I wanted to get, a million eyes painted today. Do what, Randy? I must construct additional pylons, Randy says. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Mine looks like the little one, but bigger. Right on. And those are great for, I mean, our first eyes were painted on large, kind of bumpily backed glass stones like that. But I was really pleased when I was able to make the investment into, you know, a bag of the, or a batch rather, because they send them like wrapped up, of the flatter backed cabochons. Just because the clarity of the eye, I feel like, comes out so crisp and nice. Do you use polish remover to clean your brush? I do. Hey, Francis. Well, thank you. What are you putting the nail polish on? This is actually a glass picture frame. I'm going to zoom out a bit. It's just a regular, very inexpensive plastic-rimmed glass picture frame that instead of the picture, I replaced the picture in it with just a piece of graph paper. And because like my plastic cutting mat or my wooden table, the acrylic enamel would just kind of eat through it, I feel like. And the glass, especially with some nail polish remover, cleans up so nicely to a nice bright, you know, and there's no scratches in it, and it's just, I don't know. It lets me, whenever I'm done painting the eyes, I can just lift it and kind of tuck it away. Would it work if you used color cabochons? I would recommend experimenting with that. I personally didn't like it as much. It made them much cloudier because it's like putting a layer of color over the front of it, and I didn't much like how it did that. Asmith says, you know what problems I'm going to have living with you and crafting with you? I'm going to get obsessed about realism and end up painting a bunch of taxidermy eyes, which would be fantastic because I am not good at realism, Asmith. Dragon with cataracts? Sure. Francis, I get my glass stones from down in the video description. There'll be a link to where I purchased them from Amazon. Asmith, when are you moving in, bud? Like, why aren't you in my house yet? I am using a combination of, this is a size 5 Royal Soft Grip brush. Lori, you'll recognize this. It only took 1 day for mine to come right on. But anything with, I'd recommend a less expensive brush with like a stiffer synthetic bristle, as opposed to the softer hair bristles. Because if you forget to rinse your brush out, it can basically ruin it. Like, my last day at the park here is the 27th. I'm hoping to be shutting down the house down here December 1st. Right on. We'll try our best to have your room ready for you. Are you getting me food? Hey, Randy. Like 2 sparrows in a hurricane. This is Krylon, I think. Yeah, this is actually one of the brushes from that package, Carol, and it's working fantastically. I don't think I'm saying the right word, but it is a synthetic bristle brush. So I think it would depend on it. If you got like some super cheap plastic ones like dollar store or Walmart, I imagine it would go through it. Like maybe eat through it. I maybe test it first on like your least favorite brush. Okay, I'm exhausted. Long day at the show, so I'll catch you guys later. All right. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us, Steph, and congratulations so much on a profitable and successful show. And hopefully here's many more to you. My kids are watching and trying to do it with crayons. Right on. Did you get me food?
What?
What? Food? Stop throwing things at me. Randy, I want like, I don't know, chicken pot pie. I don't want an onion. Well, maybe. What are you going to do to it? Right on. Manny says, I've tried dollar store brushes, but trimmed them to a couple of hairs. That's a really good trick. to spell
Today's today?
it. Is that a yogurt?
What day is today?
I don't know what day is today.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Ow, I pinched my finger.
They expired today.
Uh-oh.
Eat up.
I hope my probiotics didn't die. I must resuscitate them in my berry. Yogurt break. Sorry, guys. What you gonna do with the... Oh, with an onion? Yeah. Making burritos while listening to you. Oh. Burritos sound amazing.
We've had burritos the past
I
2
know,
nights.
but I love burritos. You can buy those nail brushes from AliExpress around $1 for a set of 3 sizes. Right on. Some of them can take a long time to arrive, though. And I am super spoiled. I like Amazon Prime because it's like, I'll need them like 2 days from now. I had to put you down to make spaghetti. Yogurt is good too. Haha, you stopped to eat. Yeah. The opening up the windows and putting the fan in it was a very good idea. Thank you for recommending that. And thank you, Randy, for doing it. Hey, Randy. How do I know if my yogurt went bad?
Does it taste like yogurt?
I don't know. The postman steals all my packets from China. How many colors of nail polish varnishes do you put on one eye? Today I'm putting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. Is typically, I'm super jealous of you people in your normal food. That's fair, Asmith. You're gonna get so fat when you move in with us. I'm gonna feed you so much. You don't even want to know what I ate for dinner. But make me kimchi, Asmith. Randy, can I have ramen?
Can you make it?
No. Can you make it?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm busy.
Well, when you're not busy?
No.
Why no?
Because I'll still be busy.
But... Twisted said, "Fun, you're so funny." I'm something. I think it's still good.
Does it taste like yogurt?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it would,
I'm really glad y'all like hanging out with me, because I'd be like, unsubscribed. Okay.
Wait,
Shelly
I can
says,
subscribe?
no, don't unsubscribe from me, Randy.
Oh.
Yogurt is fermented milk, so it is good. Okay. Billions of probiotics in every cup.
Billions?
Billions of probiotics in every cup. That's what the package says.
That's outrageous.
How many? Are they exaggerating? May it
Probably
help
like a billion of
reduce the frequency of minor digestive discomfort. Twice a day? No, I only do yogurt once a day. Kristen
You
says,
got another
bad
one
Randy.
that probably is going bad today.
Hmm?
You probably got another one that's going bad today.
They said yogurt will last a couple days after.
I don't know.
And because it's kind of like sour cream. It's milk that already went bad.
Just saying.
I say I'm gonna get back, but I hoard my food for later. I'll look like I ate dinner, but in reality, I buried half of it in the garden with my nose. And then the chickens will eat your dinner, Asmith. How are you gonna feel about that? Kimchi soup? No, well, see, the key to... Jim said kimchi is not kissing food. The trick is to get Randy to eat it, too. That way both of us smell like we've been eating fermented garbage. I would do a live stream, but I don't know how. The way that I live stream is I'm literally... This right here is my phone. What do I have? Oh, glitter on my finger. Don't eat my chickens, Asmith! I finally got them to hang out with me. Like, they finally like me now.
Yeah, but then Lauren was all chasing around the yard.
She was.
I mean, I wasn't supposed to tell you that.
No, she told me that. So yeah, I'm on my phone. And the YouTube app, I think, do you have to have a minimum amount of subscribers to live stream? I think 50 subscribers to be able to enable live stream. And then it's like if you were to upload a video from your phone, it says, ooh, I can show you on this. Okay. I got a pledge on Patreon. Okay. So, what we're gonna do
Quick how-to tutorial.
is quick how-to tutorial. This is my phone. You'll click the YouTube app and it'll pop up and you can see, oh, that's us right now, guys. Up here at the top where that thing, you can click it.
Your profile picture.
Next to your profile picture, and this one says record and this one says go live, and then you click it and then you would put in the title and all sorts of stuff. I'm not going to, because I don't want to get stuck in a vortex of time paradoxes by doing 2 live streams at a time. I don't know how that would work, but yeah, you just put in your title. I guess it would put it as unlisted since I'm live streaming right now, but you could put it on public. You could have it for upload later. I think that's a thing. And then you can put in descriptions and all sorts of stuff, and then you would click next and you take like a little like selfie or something. Well, you'll get there, Francis. It's just every little bit.
Here's a question.
What's that?
Would they like to see a blooper video at the end of the year of most of our like Snapchat?
Okay. Randy has a question. He wants to know if y'all would be interested in seeing a blooper reel. Yep, bloopers for sure. So, because we've been saving. No. Manny says, yes, please. Right on. Okay, so we will definitely do bloopers for you guys then. Because we also, Randy and I screen captured doing Snapchat together. Because we're dorks. Okay, yeah, it's, you have to go in on a computer to go into, what would it be called? Over off to the side, it would be under channel. You would click channel, left side of your screen, and it has status and features. And that'll show you your copyright status, your community guideline status, and then there'll be a bunch of like uploading, monetization, live stream, enabled embed live streams, longer videos, like a bunch of different things. And then you might be able to do it on an iPad. It's just something where you can view it through a browser, not just the app. And so that way you can like click to enable it. I don't really, it's right there. I don't know how to show it to you. So I hope that's helpful. I really do. Hey. They have Randy.
Hey.
You might be eligible for sponsorships. It's something I'm ineligible for, but it says sponsorships are only available for gaming channels at this time.
Huh.
What if you could get sponsored by the games that you like to play? Yeah, I know you're a troll, hidden thicket. You're my troll, though. Yeah, well, thanks for asking, Francis. So, I'm almost done with my yogurt. Thank you, Randy.
You're welcome.
Sponsored by Bill Gates. Yes, please. So, I'm going to flip this back around. Boop. And I'm going to bring this down. And we're going to keep painting these eyes because, gosh darn it, I'm going to get some work done today.
Are you?
When she says she has a troll to protect her, that's me she's talking about. It's like being a paladin, only evil. Yeah, but I don't mind it so much because you're on my side. Oh no. Azimuth, are we a bad Black Butler fanfiction LARP? Like... I think that's a thing now. Break time over. Next, I am doing Breezy Blue that I've put pearl pigment into. Kristen asks, how do you get more subscribers? Honest to goodness, a big focus of both Randy and I's channels hasn't been, oh, gotta get those subs, gotta do, you know, gotta get the views, gotta get the things. It's been on, we want to create our content. The best advice I can give is to stay true to making what you want to make, because, you know, they say if you're one in a million, there's at least 6,000 people out there who are basically just like you. And while, you know, that might sound discouraging, it's like, well, there's 6,000 people out there who have the same interest group, like, that line up perfectly with you. So make your channel true to yourself. Don't filter yourself. Don't edit yourself. Don't censor. Just be you. And you'll be able to find people who align with you, you know, or enjoy your work, or, you know, something. Like, you'll get there. For Randy and I, what has really helped is daily uploads. It helped us get past our learning curve of what works and what doesn't work very quickly. You know, it's practice makes progress. The more I do something, the better I get at it. I went to make one to keep evil eye away. Right on. Yeah, tags help. Just, you know, just learning as much as you can really make a big difference. Just subscribe to your channel. Well, thank you, Kirsten. But it's because there are some people who do like clickbaity video covers, and, like, you know, really rely heavily on like the sex appeal of their thumbnails, or, you know, it's like different tactics will get different results, but also keep in mind different tactics will pull in different types of audiences. And I wanted an audience retention of people who actually are looking to learn stuff, or, you know, like watching crafty things. It's, you know, not I don't know, you know, and I'm 100% pleased with the people who comment and who participate, and honestly who don't participate. Like, it's like, I'm really pleased with the community that I've experienced here on YouTube so far. So thank you guys for being awesome. Wasted like your accent. I've never heard of those books, Brissy. Oh, well, thanks, Francis. I don't chat a lot, but I love watching your work. Oh, well, thanks, Brenda. Can you tell one of those eyes that you're doing right now how it looks? How do you mean? Or here, let me flip one over for you. Sure, what's your question, Powtoon? Powtoon? You know what? I don't do any of this. I like it and I find it interesting. Specifically, I love the jewelry and chainmail. I have to say, I simply adore Vaughn and her spirit, and I do learn from her. Right on. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like what we're doing here. So let's see how one of these looks. Oh, wow. Camera, so help me, will you focus so people can see what I really like the depth of this blue eye. It's a lot less fuzzy in reality. There we go. Ish. Oh, well, thank you, Spider. Do you want me to save one for you, Carol? I thought Black there didn't I cosplayed Sebastian for 3 years. Oh, Asmith, you'd have been a fantastic Sebastian. Did I ever see that cosplay? So I'm going to finish putting... Because the only thing with this polish is it's quite translucent. So, like, you can see this one here, you know, the color differences, whereas whenever I use the thicker one, it's not as much. So I go through with an opaque. Ooh, that would be cool for a jacket button. It's a really good idea. Having a go at this tomorrow, cannot wait. Right on! Would it be good if I asked people what they want my Powtoons to be about? I'm not even sure what a Powtoon is. So, sure. fickle my heart and how woozy my eyes. I stumble to find any truth in your lies. And now my heart stumbles on things I don't know. My weakness I feel I must finally show. Oh, 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 oh. Lend me your hand and we'll conquer them all. Lend me your heart and I'll just let you fall. Lend me your eyes, I can change what you see. But your soul you must keep totally free. Oh, oh, awake my soul. Hi Vaughn, I think I've watched about all of your vids. You have such a kind spirit and so much talent. Well, thank you so much, Cindy's. Again, I'm really glad y'all like what we do here, because I like getting to share it, and it's really fun to get to share it with y'all. Oh, thanks, Francis. It helped a lot when I learned to just let it be in my own voice instead, because it's like I used to try to sing along with like Evanescence. Night night, Kaz. Yeah. Kaz was like, I better go to bed. It's after 1 a.m. here, and my dogs are reminding me it's bedtime by snoring loudly next to me on the sofa. Yeah, funny little, watch out in tomorrow's video, you guys. You might be able to hear Randy snoring in the background. So, we'll see. How fickle my heart and how woozy my eyes. I stumble to find any truth in your lies. And now my heart stumbles on things I don't know. My weakness I feel is finally shown. Oh, 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 oh. These bodies we will live, in these bodies we will die. Where you invest your life, you invest your life. In these bodies we will live, in these bodies we will die. Where you invest your love, you invest your life. Awake my soul. Do another set of pupils. Right on. But yeah, I'm just grabbing out my next set of greens. I think I'm going to do these ones. White blank page. Is there any way I can ask Randy a question in private about my sign up? You could send Randy a message on Facebook if you're on Facebook. Or you could send him a message on Patreon directly about your pledge. Okay, yeah, if you could send him a private message on Patreon, y'all can kind of discuss that there. I also have a request for advice. I got a set of cabochons with a silver pendant setting. After painting the eyes and letting them dry, I have set a few using super glue. What do you use? I use Mudge Pudge. Mush Push, Mudge Pudge, Mod Pudge. Mod Pudge, Dimensional Magic. I let the eyes cure for a couple of days. That way there won't be any bubbling. And then I just put a little glob of this in the back and then I smush it. And it stays in pretty well. You could also use E6000 or a 2-part epoxy or all different kinds of stuff. Becky went to bed early after making soup, but she's been waiting for you to paint a green eye one. Right on! Green eye and copper wire wrap. Ooh, can we see the silverback eyes? Yes! Let's unveil these, see how they came out. mountains deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day to find our long forgotten gold. Yeah, Friday is. I'm pretty sure he's trolling. She's trolling, whoever. And they do, Manny. It's if eyes are windows to the souls, we're painting some little soul windows here. So oh, that one kind of blurred a bit on the edges, but I think that'll be all right. Are you coming to the tree? Strange things have happened here. How stranger could it be to meet at midnight in the hanging tree? Aw, thank you, Lunader. Hooked on, it, honest to goodness, is just a bunch of practice. Like, practice. I've probably made over, if I had to do a rough estimate, about 2,000 eyes in my career so far. Yeah. Well, I mean, nail polish is, someone had told me that nail polish is basically just automotive paint, you know? So it's definitely does have a nice kind of shine and luster to it that I feel like just isn't there when you do it with, Strange things have happened here, how stranger would it be to meet at midnight in the hanging tree? Are you coming to the tree? Strange things have happened here, how stranger would it be to meet at midnight in the hanging tree? Ooh, the Rains of Castamere, is that what it's called, Asmith? Strange things have happened here, how stranger would it be to meet at midnight in the hanging tree? Coat of gold, a coat of red, a lion still has claws, and mine are long and sharp, my lord, as long and sharp as yours. It's been a long time since I've listened to that song, so I don't, oof. Ooh, okay. I know crafters that found the automotive clear coat really protects their outdoor painted pieces. Right on. Yeah, warning, don't do the Kylie Lip Jenner challenge. Where you, like, put a cup over your face and, like, suck all the air out and it gives you, like, fish lips. And so he spoke, and so he spoke, the Lord of Castamere. But yeah, it's been ages since I've listened to it, actually. So the tune isn't quite as in my head as I would like it to be. And I don't have sheet music in front of me, so every excuse in the world as to why I'm not singing it particularly well. Coat of gold, a coat of red, the lion still has claws, and mine are long and sharp, my lord, as long and sharp as yours. And so he spoke, and so he spoke, Lord Castamere. Shelly says, do you think I could make wolf eyes in the same way, just change the pupils? I do think so, Shelly. With no rains, we bore his home, with no one there to hear. Hey, Julie in Colorado. I'm really glad you like my dragon eyes. Have you had a chance to try it yet? And so he spoke, and so he spoke. That's to me. Lips ripe as the berries in June. Red the rose, red the rose. Skin pale as the light of the moon, gently as she goes. Eyes blue as the sea and the sky. Water flows, water flows. Skin pale as the light of the moon, gently as she goes. La 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 okay, we've gotten some questions in. Shelly says, real vocal talent. Thank you so much, Shelly. I'm having fun. I'm having a lot. No, what do you mean low battery?
Not charging?
Is it not?
Is it not?
No, it's at 10%.
Is it charging?
It says it is. Now. Ugh. Sorry, panic. I will, Asmith. So I'm going to answer some questions real quick. How do you know what sort of nail polish to use? Kelly, I just use any old nail polish. I stick to the stuff that cures on itself. Like, you don't need any kind of UV exposure or special lights or anything. Because I figure, it's like, you spend your money on the cabs and on the polish, not necessarily on a light that has to cure it for you. Dun, dun, dun. Ba-dun, da-dun, da. And then they must sell well for the amount you make. What would you say most people buy them for? Necklaces? Yeah, more often than not. I actually take these. Yeah, the chargers being persnickety, Randy. It's yeah. So I guess, and I hate to do this because Carol's been waiting and waiting. Well, not Carol, but Becca. I'm going to flip this around. Okay, guys, before my phone dies, I'm going to say bye to everybody. Thank you so much this has been an exceptional live stream. I've been having a really good time hanging out with y'all. Ooh, God, my thumb hurts. I'm going to give myself a hand massage. Probably going to go do some dishes and get, actually fed. How do you know if they're opaque? Usually you can take one and you can kind of stir it up a bit. A lot of the times in the store you can actually open the bottle and just see the way that it coats the brush and the stem of the thing. Stem of the brush. Whereas ones like this one, you can see the glitter. It's kind of suspended in there. Whenever you open it and it comes off, you can see, especially whenever it kind of drips. And you can always take it too and do just a little bit, on the back of your hand and see whether or not it has a color-based pigment in it. This one is not. It's a glitter suspended in a clear coat, which has a time and a place. But yeah, sorry, the phone keeps flashing at me low battery, so I don't know what I did to make it mad at me. But yeah, Thanks everybody for hanging out with me. Happy crafting. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas, leave them down below. All that good stuff. I'm trying to go before the battery dies. So good night, everyone. Thanks so much for hanging out. Bye.